trees. I got these bills after bills and they just keep coming. Working overtime but my pockets ain't flooding. Yeah, my funds low. Adult life is dead.
Why money ain't free?
Why it ain't free?
Why can't you just give it?
Just give it to
I
me.
don't wanna work but nobody.
I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free? Yeah.
Why can't you
Just give it to me.
I don't wanna work but nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free?
How the money ain't free. Every 5 minutes kids bothering me. They seem to think that money grows on trees. Always asking for allowance and clean one thing. Sick and tired of my funds being low. Spent the whole bag on the groceries at the store. Got a little something but I need a little more. And I'm a single mama, you should already know.
Why money ain't free?
Why the money ain't free.
Why can't you just give it to me? I don't wanna work but nobody. I'd rather keep doing me.
Doing me.
Why money ain't free? Why can't you just give it
Won't
to
you
me?
give it to me?
I don't wanna work but nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free?
Why the money ain't free?
Why money ain't free?
Why money ain't free? Yeah, why money ain't free?
Yeah, man. Ideas, it's ideas, man. Ideas.
You don't have to find me. I'm walking right behind you. It's so clear to see that you wanna be free. You don't have to find me. I'm walking right behind you. It's so clear to see that you wanna be free.
Let's go.
Standing my ground, I can't mess around. It's like my time is in a bottle, captured by your love. Now I know women's got this thing going on. We can't stay around so long, but I wanna come correct. Baby, get your foot off my neck. You don't have to find me. I'm walking right behind you. Understand clearly that you wanna be free. It's the time that you spend making me think within. It's the trust still beginning. Fade away from beginning of the day. I can see you trembling times, and I can see you wondering mine. Is it me considered? Shoot us with it. See, you don't have to find me. I'm walking right behind you. It's so clear to see, baby, that you want to be free. You don't have to find me. I'm walking right behind you. It's so clear to see that you want to be free, yeah. I'm just trying to be the best I can. You can call me the troubling man. Matter of fact, I'm from the side of the street. Baby girl, you're calling on me at the time that I feel the presence around me. Something that I can't let go. It's your time, everything around me there. I just wanna hold on, but you don't have to find me. I'm walking right behind you. It's so clear to see that you wanna be free. I just just wanna come correct. Best I can, baby, get your foot on my neck. And just before you just leave, baby, I've been trying to tell you I can't breathe. You don't have to find me, baby, baby, walking right behind me. I'm so clear to see, yeah, that you want free. Damn pressure, baby. I just want pressure, baby.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stoger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Wake up, Chicago! Oh, wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I am your host, Maze Jackson. Back in the building, day 2. Well, day 5. Let me say day 2. It's day 5. It's Riis like, hold on. Let me check my clock, dog. I thought the weekend I could get me some sleep today, tomorrow. Like, hold on. What you mean, day 2? Uh-oh. Oh, you got your emoji hat on. Look like you're doing double duty this week. Is that what it is, DJ? Riis the ruler? Oh, I get it. Double duty, 2 Jacksons. Ooh, how you do it, man? Some days, man, you know how we get into it. So this one of them times where we Jekyll and Hyde you. So you gotta be careful. This the time of the year you gotta be careful. Cause you never know, right? 2 days, week before Christmas, we might be really bad. Then it might be like Christmas, we be like, ho, ho, ho. Then you might open up your bag and be like, dang. It could be cold. It could be cash. Could be anything in between. But it's like the last thing. So you gotta be thinking about like, dang. You know how you be like,
You know, like, remember, you know when you get close to Christmas and you be thinking about all the times you done stomped out the room and all that stuff, then you be like, you know how when you was a kid, you was like, I got to be good for 3 weeks. I got to hold out for 3 weeks. That's the Jacksons. We'd be like, we be conspiring, right? We'd be calling, what they do on your shift? What they do on my shift? I'd be like, oh, you know what? What kind of shoes did they wear? They be like, how many? I'm just telling you. It's Christmas time in Chicago. It's been a good year. Sort of. So stay tuned, y'all. It's a lot going on in the world. I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show. Shout out to my man in the building, DJ Riis the Ruler. I'm expecting your voice to be a little froggy because you was probably up at midnight last night. You didn't get up at midnight?
Nah. I was up. You know I'm blessed by the best. You already know the rest. But you're right with the heckling. I'm trying to tell you, Tennille be having that little face on where, I'm be like, is everything okay? She like, fine. Then she snapped right into it. I be like, and then like you, I be like, them Jackson, you just got to just do what they say and get out the way.
Did you ever hear us say, let me tell you when you know you done. Okay. Like, if it be, okay, like, if it be a conversation and the conversation ends with, okay, then that means it's not okay. Right? That means, That means, okay. That means, so I gotta prove it to you. I gotta prove to you that I know what I'm doing. All right, okay. I'm gonna show you. I've been here 50 years. So yeah, man. It's good stuff though, man. No, Riis, I was asking, was you up at 12? Because yesterday, so I went back and read the comments. So in case y'all don't know, right now, whatever Facebook has done, it does not allow us to see the comments the way that I like to look at the screen. So I got to either watch it vertically, which I hate, or I got to watch it full screen. It used to be you could swipe left, and the comments would come up, and we could see them as you're going. So I know a lot of y'all thought y'all was getting y'all digital Mac on yesterday. But some of y'all, hold on. Okay, I got to ask. Was y'all... I don't think I've never seen y'all act like that. You know the last time I saw y'all act like that? And the black women in the den got mad. They just they tapped out. They was going. Remember when Johanna Leah used to be on the show? You know Johanna?
Yeah.
So she used to be on the show, right? She used to come in every Friday. And it would be like Friday, all the dudes would be watching, right? And we was with her when she had her surgery to have her implants removed and reinstalled and all that stuff. So it was like the sisters was on mad than a mug. The brothers was on every day like this. I do not think I have seen y'all act like that in the den since Johanna. I'm going to tell you, Riis, we lost a lot of people when we had Johanna because the sisters was getting mad. They was like, why she even on the show? I was like, why y'all tripping, man? Like, Big O would be here. It was Otis. We had Otis Wilson. We had Witness Protection, me and Johanna. And they would be in the studio like, yeah, we couldn't get no shows done. Look, y'all is acting up yesterday.
They did all that for nothing because at the end of the show, she told me to call at midnight. Maze, you ain't send me that number. What type of guy?
You ain't text me, Riis.
I ain't got to. You heard her. You supposed to be like, Riis,
I missed it all.
Right here,
Riis.
Send that. Make sure you hit that call at
Riis, you got to get the. I can't give you. Riis. I can't give you somebody else's number. You ever had somebody else give your number to somebody and you be like, so then you be sitting up there because this the thing. This what happened. I give you the number. You call at midnight. And the other dude over there, now she tripping. Because she like, you told me, I didn't get, you know how you.
My bad, just the wrong number. I'm so sorry.
You saw how that worked for Juicy.
I'm so sorry. This is the wrong, my bad, man. I doubt.
Didn't come up in the thing.
I dialed a 5 when it's a 6, my fat fingers. I'm so sorry, sir. Y'all go back to doing what y'all doing, though.
Lord. You see how that worked out for Juicy, though, right? We're going to talk about that. No, hold on. We say that. Just save it. Just don't even go there yet. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson, DJ Riis Thriller. Yes, the den, to the men in the den, y'all officially clowned yesterday. That, y'all was like Machine Gun Kelly up in that bug. Y'all was shooting everything. Like, y'all was offering pensions, houses, cribs, car notes. And it was like, now, and I noticed she didn't wear that ring that she saw, because the other day I told her she had to cover that ring up because that bad boy was like, and I was like, don't wear that ring around my wife, because you know when my wife put her ring on, usually she be people, they be like, well, damn, he love you. I was like, don't put that out, because then you gonna change the game on him, brother. And I ain't really got it like that.
Time for an upgrade.
Hey, Riis. Riis.
I'm sorry, I'm turning my mic back off. My bad, I'm turning the mic back off.
What? You tripping, man. I told you I bought my wife the limited edition Black Label Canada Goose. I was all charged. I was like, ain't nobody got one of these. She was like, how come it ain't got the patch blacked out? So it's like a black on black. I'm thinking, oh, you going to be extra fresh. She was like, she just told me the other day, I need a new winter coat. I was like, for real? And I really think that I should have got the one with the red, white, and blue that everybody know. You know how you be trying to be like, don't be like everybody else. But people be wanting to have that. They want you to see it from across the room.
You always said, well, Kanye said, spend $100 on this, so you ain't up on this.
I be trying, Riis. I be trying. Nah, I'm tripping, man. Carrie's always all good. She enjoys her gifts. Riis. You failed your boy, dog. You failed your boy. And it is now Juicy Smooyay. Bro. They gave this man 5 felonies. I did not realize these was felony counts. We're going to talk about this because as much as I wanted Juicy to get it, I had an epiphany yesterday. And I'm going to talk about it because I ain't going to, but I was just thinking about, did you hear the close? Y'all need to read the article, read the paper, listen to the white special prosecutor. Think about how we got to this point. So it ticks me off that Juicy came up in here lying on us. But I do think that it is something else how protective white people are of the hate crime position. And I almost feel like they prosecuted him. You know how I'd be like, we doing it for what they did to the Cold Crush? I feel like that was a de facto Klan prosecution. And remind me to talk to you about why I think that. Like, after I thought about all of this, and you know who got me thinking about it? James Turner. James who be like, tell Ruthie, move that mic out the way. I know James was probably beside himself yesterday. But James was like, the real crime is that we spending this much time on this case. But I think that this case was a war on wokeness. And we're going to talk about it a little bit more because symbolically, I was just thinking about how hard they went and they took the state's attorney out. It's the way. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it in a little while. Riis, I was up at the cut last night and I messed up and missed the Juice WRLD joint. So last night, Cousin Juan called me up and was like, 2 days ago, was like, you want to go? It's a special event, the United Center Juice WRLD. And I was like, oh, really? Except I didn't even know who the hell Juice WRLD was. Like, I mean, I know he smoked, he ate a pack and died. But I don't even know. If you told me, if you played a Juice WRLD song, I'd be like, what, who? Huh? I don't know. So then I was looking yesterday and I saw Cousin Juan, and then as my car was driving past the United Center, I saw the people and I saw the Juice WRLD and I was like, oh, I should have went. But then I was looking at the pictures and I was kind of like, maybe I'm.
It just feel like the little younger.
It's like sometimes I feel like, now, don't get me wrong, I appreciate the invite. I feel like sometimes I look kind of crazy taking a picture at the Juice WRLD backdrop with my gray beard and my turtleneck. And, when all the kids got on the skinny jeans with the flat, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, I feel like I want to call my daughter and say, you want my plug? Like I got. So anyway, shout out to cousin Wando because she threw a concert on the same night as the folks concert. Excuse me. The free Larry Hoover concert. I do not want any problems. None. Riis, Chicago. It's like that was another one where, you know, sometimes you feel like, I feel like I'm important. I'm smart. How come ain't nobody asked me if I wanted to go to the Kanye concert? But then I was thinking, Riis, once again, I'd be like, they started late too? Mm-hmm. Riis, I'm telling you, nowadays, I used to leave out the house at 10 or 11. Riis, at 10 or 11, I could be in the club standing up next to the speaker. I will go to sleep. So I didn't feel so bad. I was looking at Ferris was talking to everybody. Usher was in the skybox, and you know all. But I was feeling like, Riis, I think I don't. That's not my. You know, I want to be where like the billionaires are, right? Like, I want the no photos. Everybody, put your camera in the bag. They'll be locked in lockers. You can get them when you come out. So I think I'm reaching a maturity level, Riis, where I'm an old man for real.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. We all gotta grow up, so it's okay.
Yeah, man. I ain't mad. I'm not mad, because can I tell you what? I'm really enjoying being 50. And if it get to be like this and it keep on going, yeah, I'm happy to go. I'll be happy to go to bed. I can't wait till I'm happy to go to bed at 10. Like, go to bed at 10. Right? Because I know when I wake up at 5, my money going to be waiting for me. It's coming, dog. It's coming. Whew. Riis, I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. Doom, 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 doom. It's coming, y'all. Did you see what's up with the mayor? Did you see them text messages? Did you see them text messages? Okay, shout out to all my people out there. Y'all gonna have to stop texting this woman. Cause you gonna, and can I tell you when the text is really gonna get good? I can't. So first of all, Riis, they released a ton of text messages from Mayor Lightfoot's cell phone, right? Because you know when you're the elected official, you got a government phone and they can take all your texts and they can FOIA, you know, Freedom of Information Act. And so they've been printing them out and they've been going through them. You know when I can't wait to see what these texts say? Remember that weekend when the mayor and her wife got into a fight and everybody was talking about she was about to be quitting and all that stuff? Remember that weekend? And it was rumors flying everywhere. I cannot wait until they release the text from that weekend. What was she saying during? That's when it's going to get real ugly, Riis. Real ugly. Because she already in these texts calling mugs. Yeah, man. We're going to talk about it because I had some real interesting conversations. I can't say with who yesterday. Whew. I got questions. Chinatown shooting was labeled an execution by the judge, not by the police. Riis, let me ask you a question. You know what shooting I'm talking about, where the guy, the young man drove up on the 71-year-old guy, shot him, and then got out of the car, stood over him, 21 shots.
Yeah.
Like, that's not, like, that sounds intentional.
For sure.
I wonder, like, do they have gang initiations like that? Where you just got to shoot somebody innocent? Have you ever? I mean, I heard it on TV, but I've never really.
Earn your stripes is probably not a gang initiation. Most gang initiations are like
right.
Jumped in, but some of them, you know, if you want to earn you a stripe, you want to do something, you know, man, I need a body down. You know, you want to get to, you know, like high ranks, and man, you got to go drop that body. You know,
but a random person, or like the ops.
It's always the ops.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, this is a 20-something-year-old dude with that 71-year-old Chinese dude. You know, like, I was just wondering, is it a hit? Like, because he ain't really trying to hide.
What business was he on it?
a restaurant. You know, but how them restaurants look.
Could be a little.
Hey, okay. We'll let it be right there. I know that. You know how the Juicy Smooyay thing went? You know how when you from Chicago and you read a story and you be like, okay, well, hold on. Right? And they be like, oh, no. And I'm just telling you, there's more to this story than just this random poor innocent guy walking down the street who a guy rolled up on him, shot him. Something happened. I hope he wasn't messing with that little boy. Anyway, Maze Jackson Show. Don't forget the What's In It for the Black People Concealed Carry class next Saturday and Sunday. Also, Carry still has a fundraiser next Friday. I hope you all will come. Riis is for young professionals. You should be in the building. You know what I'm saying? You should do the Riis. Come on through. I think we need to get a DJ for this one. Free Larry Hoover concert last night. I got questions. No shade. Why is it Free Larry Hoover and not Jeff Fort too? Right? I don't know. I'm
a big OG.
Hold on, dog. I'm gonna ask a little bit later. I mean, cause while we at it, man, it's like I feel like there's some discrimination going on. Right? Like we'll talk about that because there's some history to that in Chicago. Also, Bears versus Packers this weekend, Riis. You know what? You did this to us. I'm just telling you. You did this to us. When you came around the corner at TP, and now we got busted ribs, Justin, starting against the Packers, who, unfortunately, Aaron Rodgers is going to come in here and talk so much smack again.
Well, we going there.
So he really going to be talking smack.
We going to win. You know, today I get to talk to the Bears today.
You do?
I do. Would you like me to ask them anything?
Where my sideline field passes? Since somebody around here using my, let me stop.
You can go and walk on there. I'm sure nobody is.
No, Riis.
To the game, you can go walk in there and just be like,
no, Riis. I'm just saying.
I know what you're talking about, man. I thought
You said we're not gonna be petty.
Long as you know what I was. I thought we.
I'm just saying, man. Stealing my birthrights around this mug. All right.
You know they've been doing that since birth.
Yeah, but it's when it's y'all. It's when it's us. They stole it, not you. We can't be stealing our own birth. Sorry, I'm gonna let it go. I said I won't be on that. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. And shout out to my girl, Dr. Taylor, over at Flamin' Restaurant. I don't know if y'all remember. She came to the show a while back. Chase Banks accidentally took $28,000 out of her account and gave it to someone else as part of a court settlement. And it wasn't her court settlement. And now they talking about it ain't on us. You gotta call the company. Excuse me, what? Riis, they took 28 stacks. Can you imagine opening up your bank account and 28 grand gone? You gotta pay your bills. And then they talking about we made a mistake, but you gotta go get it from the other people. You made the mistake. Meanwhile, who do you talk to at Chase? That is why we got to get some local black banks back in the business. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis the Ruler. Riis, let's take a quick break. And when we come back from this break, you know what? You know what we haven't done in a while? We haven't heard Grateful. So why don't you do some news, traffic, and weather? I'm going to get this thing Jimmy rigged up. And then I'll plug it in the audio, and we'll get a little Grateful when we come back. But do your news, traffic, and weather. This is the Maze Jackson Show. Maze and Riis will be back.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIIFTV PM.
This morning when I rose,
Church Chicago's Power Hour. I'm your host, Angie Mims, and
Terrence Keys.
TD, a.k.a. Terrence Daniels.
I wish I had one witness in the house.
You got one.
Got a couple of them. Got
Two T's.
Give me a testimony.
Oh, Lord. He's did it before. Oh, Lord.
I got one. Something better. I got 5 reasons.
5 reasons. Oh, Lord. He turned it around.
Turn around. He woke me up this morning.
Oh. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Go
number
ahead.
4.
He woke me up this morning.
Come on, number 3.
He woke me up.
Oh, Lord.
He woke you up.
That thing can touch you, but one of them fives will get you. What's the second one? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh my God. And the number one reason.
Number one. Final answer.
He woke me up this morning.
He woke me up this morning.
That's a testimony.
That's a testimony.
And now, traffic and weather.
Yo, who said devotion have to be sad? Yo, check this out. The Lord is my shepherd, I want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. God's gonna turn it around.
Come all the way with me.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? And happy Friday. This is Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area traffic and weather report. Let's hit on the traffic on the Kennedy. O'Hare to the Loop, 21 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 17 on the Edens. Deerfield to the Exchange is 28 minutes. Outbound will be the same. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop, 29 minutes. Back out to Thorndale, 27. On the Stevenson from I-355, to the Dan Ryan will be 34 minutes. Outbound will be 32. On the Bishop Ford from I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 33 minutes, 28 minutes to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 15 minutes to the Loop, 12 minutes to 95th. On DuSable Lakeshore Drive is as usual, 7 minutes south, 8 minutes north. Today's weather, it is currently 41 and partly cloudy. Today will be a high of 57 and a low of 37. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now here's some Grateful here on the Mays Jackson Show.
Glory got 70, got 70, they got doctor. Lord got doctor to the grave, from the grave back to glory. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Come all the way with me. Don't leave me now. Come all the way with me. Please.
Is the set off of me finally walking into the space that the Lord has put there for me. It's a little weird to talk about, so I'm going to ask you. Oh, well, since you got it already, let me get out the way. Y'all go ahead, and then we going to talk about this dude that just came showing up. He ain't come to practice, and now he want to be here. But if we could get this Grateful for me real quick, man, we can do whatever else after that. Thank you very much, y'all.
I might sound like Lou Rawls singing it, but I'm going to sing it anyway. It's early, sir. God has not promised me sunshine. That's not the way it's going to be. But to feel your longings, every pain that you feel, he feels every
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. That's my man, DJ Riis the Ruler. I was playing DJ today because you know.
With you. See that?
You see that? We had it all together. We had it all together. See you getting it, Riis? Hey y'all, that was the Us Band live from the telecast, the telethon. What's that? About a month ago now. What, about 3 weeks? It's almost a month. Literally, we did that thing though. We really did the thing. And thank you to everybody that came out. Thank you to all of the people. We raised over $15,000 that day. Be on the lookout for our outdoor campaign. But I got to say thank you to the Us Band. Shout out to the Plug, the Outlet Dawn, and everybody who made that day possible. Woo, good stuff. All right, y'all. Riis, did I hit all the I did hit. So why don't you do me a favor, Riis? Find that big voice. Because I'm about ready to get into the business, actually the social media. So why don't you give me that, and then we gonna go there. Ready? Give it. I know you got to switch it on up. We got to get you another input, but I'm ready. So you ready? Let's do it.
It's time for the social media question of the day.
Will black women save Mayor Lori Lightfoot? Will women save Mayor Lori Lightfoot? I had the privilege of having some pretty in-depth conversation this week. And, Riis, I'll be honest with you. I thought it was a foregone conclusion that Mayor Lightfoot was toast. I mean, so much has happened in these 2 years, from the pandemic to her releasing the hounds on black people to Anjanette Young to the crime that's out of control. I just didn't think it was any way possible that there was anybody that was still supporting Mayor Lori Lightfoot. And then over the last few days, I've been having conversations with people outside of our universe, outside of this space that we, I think I got a pretty curated universe, sort of. So I don't always have it. Like sometimes I got to get outside of my bubble, Riis, to find out where other people are. So sometimes you got to test your theories. And so this week I've been testing my theory, and I've been polling random women. And what I have come to the recognition is that I don't know that black women are as upset, or women are as upset as I guess I thought they should be at Mayor Lightfoot. And so what I'd like to do is ask the social media question of the day, which is, will women save Mayor Lori Lightfoot? I'm also going to make it the Negrotific poll, and I want you to answer, so it'll be coming up soon. But give us a call, 872-259-7474. Is it possible that Mayor Lori Lightfoot could actually be saved by women? Black women in particular, though. Like, do you think she suffered from unfair criticism? Did we have too high of expectations? Or is she facing unprecedented challenges that, because she is a woman, she is not getting the same level of support that a man would? And so I really want to know from you, will black women, or women in particular, and I'm going to say not black women, I'm going to say women, because when you read the story in the Tribune about the release text, it seems like the women are like, we're with you together, except we're going to stick with you. And so I am wondering, will women, not just black women, save Mayor Lori Lightfoot? Because if the women get behind her, I think she can win. You know, I remember in City So Real when I was talking all that smack and the women in the studio who was supposed to be with me, Tennille, was like, I actually like her. So do you think I'm biased? Well, I know I'm biased. But I wonder, do women identify with Mayor Lightfoot? And do you believe that women will save Mayor Lori Lightfoot in this upcoming election? Give us a call, 872-259-7474, 872-259-7474. Riis, do you think that maybe it's just me? Like, because I gotta, you know, I feel a certain way about the mayor. I ain't gonna even lie, because she, I feel like when she released the Latinos on us, she kind of, you know, she kind of not screwed me over, because it was the birth of what's in it for the black people, but I was kind of rolling along doing my thing. And I think when that attack came, and I ain't gonna lie, I was probably more of a traditionalist, right? I really probably would want to. I'm not for the progressives, I'll put it that way. Or I haven't been for the progressives in my career, because I think that they are very judgmental and try to tell black people instead of listen to black people. But I'm wondering, I'm starting to wonder, am I so biased that I can't see the forest for the trees? So I want to know, will women save Mayor Lori Lightfoot in this upcoming election? Like, are you all still supporting her? And who is still supporting her? Has she done a good job? Are we being unnecessarily unfair? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Riis, will black women, or will women support, first of all, do you think I'm biased against Mayor Lightfoot? Yes, well, I'm going to stop. What do you think about that part?
I would say yes and no. I believe that you are, in a way, because of y'all history. You know, you know how somebody like kind of rub you, like, you know how y'all got like a little back and forth. I believe that
we got a back and forth. You think she even
I don't
know
really like a back and forth, but you know how you always be like pointing out, you know, stuff like that. So you know, and then you know like what happened with y'all. So I wouldn't say you like biased, but you more like on the like oh, okay, well since you know. Okay, so since we going there, then every time you do something, I'm going to point it out type. So I don't think that, you know, you biased, but you let us know what type of mayor that we got. But I don't believe, even if women, I don't believe women can save her. Not, you know, I believe they probably going to support her. You know, being a mayor is a hard job, but I just think that she done, like, you know, like, I don't think black people going to support her more than anything.
You don't think black women, like when white men and people start attacking her, that she's going to be able to say, are y'all only doing this to me because I'm a black woman and you wouldn't do this to a man? You don't think, be honest with me.
The Anjanette Young thing kind of like she had too many failed things that came out. Like,
but she's settling Anjanette Young now, right? They're saying they about to give Anjanette in the next finance committee meeting, they got a settlement for her. So, I mean, once she settles the Anjanette Young, I mean, what y'all going to be mad about? Well, not y'all, because you ain't a woman. But do you think black women... I don't know that black women really identify with Anjanette Young like that, because I feel like not very many black women... Like, nobody's really... I don't really hear too many people talking about it that much, honestly. Really. And I feel like the people who would have the most outrage, who could have the most impact on outrage, are not necessarily... I don't know. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Will women save Mayor Lori Lightfoot? According to the Negrotific poll, 79% of you say no, 21% of you say yes. I want to hear from everybody. Have I been unfairly critical of Mayor Lightfoot? Maybe I'm just, I could be mad. I could be salty. But I do wonder, will women save her? Like black women. I don't know let me ask a question. Does she have who can help Mayor Lori Lightfoot in the black community? Like, if you don't think that black women are going to forgive her for Anjanette Young, how does the mayor come back? And then my question is, who can actually beat her? Because if there's nobody to beat her, then she remains and we just got to bow down or stay in the woods, in the wilderness. Is there anybody that can even beat her? You think, first of all, should she run again?
Of course.
Right, because nothing beats a fail but a try.
Exactly. Like, why
who gonna beat me? But like, you can't just you gotta play the odds, Riis. You gotta ride. Well, I know you riding it to the end.
To the end. Anything possible. You know, she can use. It was a pandemic, all that. So
will that count? Will the pandemic? Well, I mean, can she say that that's part of the reason?
Some people will buy into it. I mean, she can. You know, this was, you know, like no mayor has to really go through this. You know, so she, you know, probably did have one of the most hardest. You know what I'm saying? I don't know like how you say it, like mayor, you know, like terms or whatever. But I believe that it was difficult. But she dropped the ball on something, but on some things. But I think that, you know, she just had like a tough, you know, like a tough go. Sometimes.
So could she say, I've been in one of the worst? This is unprecedented. There's never been a mayor who's had to go through a pandemic, had to go through at the same time that George Floyd was killed, and I played this black woman all at the same time. How much can I take?
She's going to say it. It's not, should she? She's going to say it.
You going? Black people going.
Probably I vote for her because she's black. I vote for her because she's black.
What if there's another black person in the race?
I vote for the black person. I vote for Willie Wilson.
I mean, shoot, I ain't tripping. I voted for Willie Wilson too.
That's what I said. But I mean, I believe black people, and we should. And this right here is like, listen to me. White people can do whatever. Anybody can do whatever dirt they want, and they still run and still. It don't matter what Trump do, and his supporters still gonna stay like we should do that. Like even though
with Lori.
She black.
Riis. She thinks she white, dog. Huh? She uses her blackness for when have we seen it? Well, people are saying that the Invest Southwest is the most money that's ever gone to black communities, even though I think they building us up out of them to put the Latinos in. But that's, I mean, some people are saying that the mayor has done more for black. She says she's done more for black people than Harold Washington. She said that.
It was like 1980 something.
I mean, has she? Let me ask a question: has the mayor done for more for black people than the city council?
Probably not. But I believe we should stand behind her. She one of ours. You know, like
do she claim she ain't standing behind us?
Sometimes, man, you know how you can't claim that cuz like you know how you at somewhere like your ghetto cousin going like, I don't know who that is, man. You know what, I get him, but cuz you cannot be him, man. You know, like, you know, maybe she, you know, like she got to pull some strings, man. You know how politics work, you know, man. You got to smile to the right people, rub elbows with the right people, and then
come to the Negroes and be like, save me, so I could go back and help the white people again.
But you know, they have to help them a little bit to get something. Look, I keep trying to tell you, man, sometimes we have to give to get something, or we get nothing. Them be our only two choices sometimes, man. We either get something or nothing.
That's exactly, they give us the choice of wrong and wronger, and then get paid. So they be like, do you want to die by fire or by sword? Right? I just feel like this is how we lose, because this is when the what's in it for the black people comes into question, because has she answered the question? Do you think she could competently answer that question? And I mean, what loyalty are we supposed to have? We seen her display? I mean, she took Citizen out of the city. Like, we fought to be citizens all this time. And now, yeah, okay. Riis, See that? That is exactly what she's hoping for. And this is exactly why I'm about to go ahead and just be cool with y'all, Mayor. Cause black people gonna sell you out there. Black people ain't gonna stand up for this. They gonna be like, well.
That's what I'm saying, man. And look, you see how we got it. Even though she even though it was like that cousin that did wrong or that cousin that's in jail. You know what I'm saying? You still have to support her. That's where we go wrong at. We have to support our own. White people do stuff all the time and they support.
But they also they be stealing for their own people. She's stealing and giving it to everybody else. It's one thing if your cousin robs somebody and come back and be like, we all eating pizza. Your cousin rob you and then go eat pizza with the white people. Then when the white people be like, Daddy, you came over here with anchovies, dog. Go back and steal something else. You come back like, man, they played me. But I'm back over here with y'all.
I understand, but we gotta stick together, man. Let's give it.
Is that who we go? Is that so? Is Lori Lightfoot is that the example of where we gonna stick together at? Because when do she gotta do some sticking? Look, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Go, you got something?
Yeah, call them.
All right, we'll talk to the callers when we come back. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be right back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Broken screen? Crash system? Are you in need of spyware or virus removal from your computer? Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? Then stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas, and let RPC be your one-stop shop, where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC Computer Repair is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
What about my love? Seems you have forgotten love. I do believe that something went wrong somewhere. What about my feelings? Do they mean anything at all? You got me so in love, I'm too blind to see. And that you got my love, now you wanna put me down. And that you got my love, got me standing Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Before you leave out the door, before you leave out the door, baby, won't you change your mind? Really wish you would change your mind. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, you got me standing on shaky ground. Now that you got my love, you don't come around. Now that you got all my love, you got me standing on shaky ground. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Oh my, I had a conversation with her. This is how it went. Before you leave out the door, before you leave out the door, baby, won't you change your mind? Oh, Lord have mercy. 'Cause I need you and you need me. I know we can be happy. Just wait and see. Baby, won't you change your mind? I'll do better if you change your mind. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, got me standing on shake, yeah. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, you got me standing on shaky ground. Baby, won't you change your mind? Baby, won't you change your mind? Oh no, I've been hoping, baby. I've been praying, baby. Yes, I have. Baby, won't you change your mind? Oh no. I've been hoping, baby. Yeah. I've been praying down on my knees, praying that you change your mind. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'll do better if you change your mind.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
People, 'cause economically we are not equal. Waking up to life, can't toast no more. I told y'all, yeah, this is a dangerous show. Don't go to church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies, not other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze and Riis and Ruthie and Todd, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't tryna help us, they ain't tryna do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect, you oppressed, it's all wrong. Look in the mirror, realize you great. Yeah, we always argue with our brothers, but ain't nobody gonna take our place. Just stay in tune and stay on top about who forwards, about who not. Just green light, all the black economy. Then watch all the shooting don't stop. To my black people in power, just remember we put you in power. If you really wanna save all the black princesses, be Mario and I Bowser. They gave us a hard job. We gon' make it if we do it together. Divide and fall, we gotta evolve. With confidence, you are ready before you started. With no confidence in the people, we always gon' be the people.
What's in it for me? What's in it for you? Who's telling the lies? Who's telling the truth? Black people realize the sun shines for you. So stop the divide. See what melanin do. What's in it for the black people? Lies we interpret. You gotta do more than listen. Action with on a count of three. Wake up, Chicago! Oh, wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson, and I'm with my man, DJ Riis, the ruler Riis. I'm still trying to find out, man. Am I too harsh? Y'all black folks, y'all finna forget him, man. And maybe I'm sitting around here thinking like, I be the only one out here talking. Y'all gonna be like, what you talking about, Maze? We was with you, Maze, until the black people come. Then it's gonna be like, what she gotta do to get back, Riis? That's what I wanna know. Like, cause if y'all gonna let her come back, what y'all gonna get for coming back, letting her come back? Cause y'all be going too easy. Y'all be like, y'all don't even make a mug run around the block. You don't make her give us no flowers. She sleeping with another crew, come back to the crib and come jump back in the bed, didn't even take a shower. It's okay. Cause she love us though. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Riis, go to the live line. Can't believe y'all. What's up? It's the Maze Jackson Show. Who is this? And are women going to save the mayor in this upcoming election?
Good morning, Maze. My name is Diane.
Hey, Diane.
And my comment is, if the women of the city of Chicago save Mayor Lloyd Lightfoot, they need to all go jump in the lake with her. I agree with you 100%. It's just like the song that you just got through playing. Now that you got my votes, you don't even come around.
Oh!
So, DJ Riis, I don't know
yes, ma'am.
when you were born, but you don't let people get behind you and ram a. I don't want to say what I want to say what I want to say, but I have to respect the fact that we're on the radio.
We've been letting white people do it for years.
Willie Wilson was out. Willie Wilson, he shows you all the time how he comes out of his pocket and help people in the city of Chicago. We didn't even give him the right to be the mayor of Chicago. What has Lori done? She goes up there on the north side. I don't care about her sexuality. She goes up there on the north side to deal with those people and do what those people say. She comes on the south side and come out to a few lawn parties to get herself out in the neighborhood. And she's gone. She doesn't do anything for the black people. Nothing. So how many times do we have to be rammed up in the ass in order to find out that she doesn't mean anybody, especially if they're black, any good? And it's the saying, you what is it? You're my color, but not my kind. She's our color, but she's not our kind. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you, Diane. Diane says, look, man, I'm just going to say this. I'm starting to think we like it. Like they might have flipped us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, Riis, you said, like, here go my thing. You saying the white people been doing it to us forever. So just take it when it's the black people too. You used to it. You probably already like it. At least it's our own kind doing it to us. That what we got to go for? I don't know, man. Y'all got me nervous out here.
It's politics, man. They all gonna do the same thing, man. They all act like, hey, man, I'm gonna do it, and as soon as they get in office, like that's what every politic.
How come it don't work that way for white people? Cause they get lied to, but they be getting stuff. How come it don't work that way for the Latinos? Cause they can't even vote, and they be getting stuff, and they be getting it out of our pile.
They can't even vote.
They can't.
I know, cause they not registered.
Undocumented.
I know.
Right? And guess what? And who she talk about? We must protect. Meanwhile, I know that judge. Go and play the Anjanette commercial real quick. Go on, just so y'all, cause y'all be forgetting. And now she gonna have Anjanette, and it's gonna be like, see, she did it. Just play it. Just go ahead. I just want y'all to remember. Turn it up.
The Kentucky State Grand Jury found that the officer responsible for killing Breonna Taylor. Rulings like this one set us back and come as yet another challenge to the hard work and progress we have already made. It means we fight even harder against the systems of inequality and injustice designed to keep too many of us down. We will and we must continue to say her name. We will and we must continue to demand justice. And we will and we must do everything in our power to prevent any more names from being added to this role, like George Floyd, or closer to home, Rekia Boyd, and Laquan McDonald, and too many others. I want you to know that I support you and will do everything in my power to protect you.
Regarding the CBS 2 story last night about the raid on the social worker's home, why did your administration go to court to try and prevent the body camera video from being broadcast? And why is your administration asking a federal judge to punish Miss Young for sharing video of her own home being raided?
And I watched that video. This case was litigated in federal court. The federal judge put in place an order. There's allegations that she has violated that. A federal judge put rules in place. It's for that judge to determine whether or not that was appropriate. I'm not going to sit here and second guess a federal judge or how the information related to that matter was handled. That's for that judge who I know and is very competent and I'm sure will be fair in assessing.
Oh my God, this cannot be right. Because COPA has not yet made a decision in 22 months on this.
I just, look, we got to fess up and we got to clean it up.
You have the wrong place. You got the wrong house. You got the wrong house.
We will and we must continue to say her name.
Let me ask you. I just need to play that because y'all be forgetting. Just need y'all to remember. That's all. It's all good. So somebody said we forgave Ron for 16 shots in a cover-up. I don't 100% agree with that. We didn't know. And as a matter of fact, that's the whole issue. They held it so that we wouldn't know before because he would have been put out of office. Similar to the reason he didn't run again. Right? And so I think you got to tell the right narrative. And I think that even when I go back to that time, the choice was Rahm Emanuel versus Chewy Garcia, the third string choice. And Rahm knew he was in a tight race, but we didn't see remember the whole issue was the tape was held until after the election. So nobody forgave him. And because of that, he stepped down. Right? Think about it. Now, essentially, So you like, I feel like that sounds like it's cool. I think people didn't like Rahm. I think once we knew what happened with Laquan McDonald, I think everybody who was trying to be pragmatic in that choice decision realized if we would have known that. I don't know that. See, I feel like when we do this, we give away at least our leverage. Like, I don't even know that we know about political leverage. Right? Like, if you just agree right away, guess what? Then they don't have to persuade you. Like, at least y'all should make the mayor persuade you. Riis like, I guess. And I guess, like, maybe this is I don't know. All right, I'm through. Y'all forgot. I'm gonna let y'all have it. That's part of the reason why you don't want to run up the hill. Because you run up the hill, you get up to the top of the hill, and the black people be like, we straight. I'm tired. That's over. Then you be up there still fighting. I don't think I still ever got a chance to talk to Anjanette Young, did I? Nope. That's all right. I'm going to start being like, what? What happened? I'm going to start being like, Anjanette who? I'm going to start doing like black people. I missed that. I didn't see that when that happened. Y'all be having me out here in trouble and then be like, that was Maze. All right. Defending you. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Riis, I'm about to change. Wait, we got calls? Oh, callers, you're on the Maze Jackson Show. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Black women will use, hey, whatever's going on with that phone, though. Caller?
Can you hear me, Maze?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm here.
What's up, James? Big Slim?
What's going on, Maze?
What up, dog?
What's going on, bro? Hey, Maze, you know what? I was listening to Riis, and that very mentality is why we as black people get pimped and played like we do. Because they feel like you said, they don't have to court us. They don't have to do shit for us. Because they know our Lord, they know we're going to vote for them regardless. You know, I know we don't have, like you said, we don't have no assault method. And it's like we just are beat down. We just a sad people, man. Politically, we're sad. Financially, we're sad. When it comes to unity, we're sad. And on the statement of Lori Lightfoot and women supporting her, I think women will support her. Two things I look at when it comes to women, and all I know is black women, because that's all that's my reality is black women, and I'm gonna catch the heat after my statement when it comes to black women and Lori Lightfoot and why there's the compassion for her. First, she's black. Second, it's the symbolism behind it also. Secondly, she's homosexual. She's a lesbian. And a lot of black women, I'm going to catch some slack for this, has it's like that lifestyle, they have a fixation for that lifestyle. They have a compassion for that lifestyle. They like the man in her. And when it comes to homosexuals, women, that lifestyle, they just have a fixation with it. They really support that lifestyle. So they like the fact that she's gay, and she's black, and they like the man in her. Bottom line.
Yeah, you gonna get us banned for that one.
Yeah.
That's
James. I know.
I'm gonna say those are the opinions of James.
They're infatuated with that lifestyle, man.
Those are the opinions of James Big Slim Davis. Those opinions do not necessarily reflect.
I'm gonna catch you behind that, man.
No, I'm gonna catch you. No. You gonna keep driving, and I'm gonna catch you.
And another thing, I don't understand. Like that. Imagine if that sister, Jeanette. What's her name? The sister you just played. The video you just played.
Anjanette Young.
Imagine if that was Anjanette Young. Imagine if that was Rahm Emanuel in office when that happened.
Well, see,
it would be oh my God. Especially like on that station you came from, Mayor Lightfoot could do no wrong. Like, you call that station, first of all, there's a certain personality on that station that, man, they would never shine a light on her missteps when it comes to the black community, or the fact that she hasn't really done anything for the black community. But on that station, and I love that station, but Mayor Lightfoot could do no wrong.
Well, I think we knew that when they told me that if anybody called in the midst of our people being attacked, that if we even talked about it anymore, that I was gonna be banned. That's why we got this right here, and I just think it's interesting that we think. Anybody else on that line, Reese? All right, I'm gonna Reese switch it back over. Put your audio back to what we was doing before, because I'm about to go to the computer. You ready? I want to talk about Juicy Smooyay. So before we go to Juicy, so first of all, it'd just be interesting to see how that works. I look forward to talking to you about that. Look, we're going to talk about Juicy Smooyay. Listening to Riis, got charged guilty on 5 counts. Remember, it's this cord, that silver one, like the. But Juicy Smooyay got guilty on 5 counts out of 6. 5 out of 6 counts, Juicy Smooyay was guilty. Found guilty. You can't find it? And I'm going to tell you, when I first heard the case, I was suspect. I was like, this is suspect. This didn't happen this way, etc. And I think most Chicagoans within 24 hours have figured out that he was lying. In the process, he also got Kim Fox into some drama because Tina Chin texted, and the celebrity manager for the Obamas texted her to say if they could fix it up and see if they could get it together. You got it? So I want to recap, and then we're going to come to DJ Riis the ruler, because Riis still rolling. Juicy got found guilty on 5 out of 6 felonies, and he is appealing. He said he ain't done yet. He's appealing. But just in case we don't remember, I would like to go back and play this recap, courtesy of ABC7 and all of the other ABC News. Y'all ready? I'm going to play you this clip, and then we're going to take a break, Riis, and then we're going to come back. It's about 2 minutes. All right, here we go. You ready? You ready? Here we go. Get you some volume. Yeah.
I think that what people need to hear is just the truth.
I'm left hanging my head and asking why.
You do such a disservice when you lie about things like this.
Why would anyone, especially an African-American man, use the symbolism of a noose to make false accusations?
I noticed the rope around my neck and I started screaming.
How could someone look at the hatred and suffering associated with that symbol and see an opportunity to manipulate that symbol to further his own public profile?
They called me. There's no which way you cut it.
Bogus police reports cause real harm.
The fact that we have these fear mongrels.
The accusations within this phony attack received national attention for weeks.
If I had said it was a Muslim or a Mexican or someone black, I feel like the doubters would have supported me a lot much more.
So I'm offended by what's happened, and I'm also angry.
Just remember that mine was reported right away. And look what has happened.
This publicity stunt was a scar that Chicago didn't earn and certainly didn't deserve.
So they get to go free and go about their life and possibly attack someone else?
Smollett attempted to gain attention by sending a false letter that relied on racial, homophobic, and political language.
Do you think there's a link between the letter and the attack? And you did mention it to the police right away about the letter.
When that didn't work, Smollett paid $3,500 to stage this attack and drag Chicago's reputation through the mud in the process.
I will never be the man that this did not happen to. I am forever changed.
And why? This stunt was orchestrated by Smollett because he was dissatisfied with his salary.
If the attackers are never found, how will you be able to heal?
I don't know.
But to put the national spotlight on Chicago for something that is both egregious and untrue is simply shameful.
I still want to believe, with everything that has happened, that there's something called justice.
Riis, you've been found guilty. Do you advise Juicy to Riis? got 5 felonies. 5 whole felonies, rolling with it till the wheels blow off. The court is offended because, according to the prosecutor, you insulted everyone's intelligence with your story. And if you keep this up, it could potentially have impact on your sentencing. Riis, they are saying that not only did you waste the court's, not only did you lie to the court, you wasted the court's time, and you tried to humiliate them by making them look like a fool. When we come back, Riis, you are advising Juicy Smooyay. Riis, are you going to advise it? Like, should he tap out now? Because he's still talking smack, Riis. He's still talking smack. Lawyers talking about we appealing, and we're definitely sure we're going to. And then I want to come back to this, because why is it so important that they do get Juicy? Right? Why is it so important that they do get Juicy? There is something about this prosecution, the more I think about it, that is, I don't want to just call it racist, but I feel like this prosecution of Juicy Smooyay, I feel like Juicy is giving them a layup to minimize hate crimes in the future. And I think white folks are so adamant about getting him on this because they want to make hate crimes imaginary. We're going to talk about it when we come back. It's the Maze Jackson Show.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIFTBPM.
Oh, man. They done messed around and gave New Era Chicago their own radio show. What they do that for?
You done messed up! So what we doing, bro?
Man, we talking about power.
Did you say power?
Not rights and equality, but power. We ain't begging, we building.
In that order, Chicago, and we got dope segments. Hey, yo, sis, holla at them.
Peace and love, family. It's Sister E of New Era Chicago in the building, dropping the statistics, holistics, and of course the ballistics. Good for the mind, body, and the soul. Let's get it, family.
And this your boy D Cook coming with straight facts. If you don't know, now you know.
And this is your other sister, Omo Oya Music, coming in peace, love, and light, getting real with my people so we can quit with the bull spit.
And this brother E, and I'm gonna wrap it up with the power surge.
Listen, it's going down every Wednesday night, 5 to 6 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's the Black Power Hour, New Era Chicago Radio on What's in It for the Black People Media.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
All love it.
Yeah, I love being black. Hey, do this for my people.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 7:35 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area traffic and weather report. And traffic on the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop is now 31 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare is 21. On the Edens from Deerfield to the Exchange, 36 minutes. Exchange back to Deerfield will be 28 on the Eisenhower. Thorndale to the Loop, 38 minutes. Back out to Thorndale, 31 now. On the Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is 41 minutes. 32 minutes will be outbound. The Bishop 4, 33 minutes from I-80 to the Dan Ryan and 28 minutes to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 17 minutes to the Loop, 13 minutes to 95th. On DuSable Lakeshore Drive, everything is 8 minutes. That's both south and north. Today's weather, it is currently 43 and partly cloudy. Today will be a high of 57 with a low of 37. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now here's Interstellar here on the Maze Jackson Show.
Interstellar mode. Yeah, I finally got my mind right again. Yeah, now I know there's no time for pretend. Yeah, come alive in the moonlight. See me shooting across the skies. Don't you know stars were born to fly? I've been searching, crowding, looking for a way out. I've been hurting, falling, but I think I found my way now. I'm on my own, far from home, lost in space, in my zone. I found these truths, far from you, in my space, in a stellar mood. Yeah, I finally got my mind right again. Did it all in spite of the hate. Every time they said that I can't. Nebula, they run through my veins. Every molecule in the strands. Senses feeling some kind of strange. Damn, I think my name's Spider-Man. Jump out the window and swing for the dreams that just might be. Never gonna let go. No, to the man in the mirror look like me. Drifting through the cosmos, oh, far away from your lies. I realigned all my goals. That's a constellation of mine, yeah. I've been searching, crawling, looking for a way out. I've been hurting, falling, but I think I found my way now. I'm on my own, far from home, lost in space, in my zone. I found these truths, far from you, in my space, in a stellar mode.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I am your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis the Ruler in the building, and stay tuned because we're gonna be talking to my man Kory Bilbro from. Is that me? Uh-oh. Is that me?
Minneapolis.
That's me.
Mountain Man Medical has come.
Oh. You up in the studio, you got your phone. All right. See ya. You got a gun, you lucky. All right. That's why you lucky, because I was going to say something, but since you packing, we going to talk some smack. But look, in a minute, before we do that, Riis, I need you to okay, you been rolling. Y'all rolling till the wheels fall off, dog. The wheels have fallen off. Now, you got sentencing coming up. 5 felonies. And white folks is feeling a certain kind of way about your prosecution. Like, they feeling like, oh, so y'all want to be around here claiming hate crimes and you done locked up our friends and family for extra, and now you guys, and y'all done took away our ability to use the noose without it being a symbol of white pride and white racism, and you still talking? Riis, so you gotta go to sentencing. The way, contrition is one of the things that the judge takes into consideration. Do you feel sorry for what you did? Or you still rolling with the lie? Riis, where you at, dog?
The only felony here is that the felony that I was accused of 5 of them. That was the only felony that should have been happening here. I was insulted. I'm on my way to get a sandwich in Chicago, and I'm sitting here and I was beat up by 2 guys. Tied. They tried to hang me in 2019. They put a noose around my neck and tried to hang me and show their symbolization of what they thought about me while beat me up and calling me names and gay slurs, and no one.
The jury, are you insulting our intelligence? Are you insulting the intelligence of the jury, Mr. Smooyay?
What type of?
We have heard all of the evidence. Everybody has come to the conclusion this is one of the fastest juries. The only thing went faster was Ahmaud Arbery, and you're still holding on. Now, remember.
Once again,
you can serve up to 3 years. Now, you could get probation if you just admit to it.
That's my point exactly. You said this is one of the fastest cases deliberated. So did they really go through all the evidence? Did they really read through all the evidence, the testimonies, the statement? If it was that clean cut, it should have been over in hours. If I was found guilty, it should have took an hour. But they didn't. I think they needed more time, and that's why my defense, we're appealing. We're appealing, and we believe that in this appeal.
So you're going to appeal.
Yes,
now, realize if you appeal, we could take you away. Well, let me just let you know, the judge said we're letting you go on bond, which means to me that you come back in here, if you don't get yourself together, you going in the back, Joe. You gonna hold on? You in the county.
The only thing that I can hold on is my truth. And that's my truth. But my truth is I went out there to get a sandwich and then I didn't even know I found out that it was these guys. One of my lovers attacked me. And now he doesn't even say that he's my lover anymore. Like, that's crazy. No one wants to look at that. I admitted to being in a relationship with this man. Now he doesn't remember. Selective memory. I think that we need to actually go through all the evidence. That's why my people will be appealing this, and justice will.
You going with so while you're appealing, Mr. Smooyay, we'll keep you in the holding cell. You'll be at the Cook County Jail as you appeal. Now,
no, he's free
for now until sentencing. Now, if you don't get your act together by sentencing, if you still rolling with this, and you are gonna waste the court's time some more, we're gonna send you to the back, and you can appeal as long as you want. You're gonna wait for your appeal in the county jail. You good with that?
So you want me to come on this stage after I done told you the truth for weeks, and then you want me to lie? So like you're basically, Yana, telling me because you don't believe what I'm saying, you want me to form the reason that everybody else is believing. So instead of me coming up here, putting my hand on the Bible to tell them the truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God.
Well, you're going to need God to help you because you're going in the back, dog. You're going in the back.
I'm telling you the truth. Now you want me to tell a lie on the stand?
Lock you up.
I can't do that. So what I would do, we will be appealing, and justice will get served.
Will you be in? Will you coming to court?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, get ready because you make sure you smoke good before you come. Right? You make sure you smoke good. You show up to sentencing good because that's the last time. All right, Riis. All right. So I got to tell y'all this. Like, I really wanted Juicy to get it. Not it, but I wanted them to prove him. He probably wanted it. I just wanted him to get it. Not the it, but it. Juicy, Smooyay, as I was listening to the closing arguments of Dan Webb, who happens to be a Republican, I started to feel differently about this trial when I heard the closing arguments. I truly feel like this case is about white supremacy. I also believe that this case is a defense of all of the people that were wrongly prosecuted. Like, I feel like white folks is ticked off that all these people are getting out of jail, right? And they being found for all of their bad stuff. And so they put the supreme white lawyer of lawyers of all time, Dan Webb, to move Kim Foxx out of the way. And then they took over. They said, we're still in charge here, and we're going to prosecute this. Because, quite frankly, what happened for Juicy Smooyay is the reason you have relationships. But they were so determined to get Kim Foxx in that space and to reclaim the justice system, in my opinion. Because remember, Kim Foxx is overturning all these people. Remember, Dan Webb was a federal prosecutor. Right? All of these people that would made their careers off of locking black people up incorrectly. And so when you look at that, that's like, we finna get these Negroes in line. And Juicy Smooyay provided them the perfect opportunity to almost make a mockery of all of the hate crimes and things that have happened. And that's why it's such a big deal that they keep him up here. This don't really have to do with the hate crime. Don't have to do with Juicy so much as the symbolism of making all those white people in the world know that in spite of the fact that they got a black state's attorney, if we need to move her out the way, we can. And we will take control. So I part of the reason I want Juicy to stop is because he is giving white folks the opportunity to make a mockery of all of the black people that have suffered hate crimes, right? Like, this dude is standing up, like, get out the way, bro, because it's like the next brother that gets hate crimed, for real, is going to be, so if somebody, like right now, you could be a MAGA man with a red hat and choke a brother out. And he could be hanging, and guess what they're going to be like? Juicy Smooyay. They're going to be like, hate crimes ain't really real. People be using it to get attention. And that Juicy Smooyay is going to negate, man, in Texas, all the times black folks be talking about something done happened to them. This right here is going to be the example that people say, it's reverse racism. You know how they used to say reverse racism? Same situation. Same situation. And to me, us defending, like Juicy, like to me, our civic leaders that are defending Juicy, because they say this is minimal, understand why they pulled the biggest gun in Chicago out to kill him, to deal with him. Dan Webb doesn't get any bigger than Dan Webb in Chicago. Special prosecutor, they said, look, yo, move the Negress out the way, and I'm going to step up here, and this will be a precedent for hate crime cases all around. The extraordinary amount of proof that you will have to have now to get a hate crime labeled a hate crime. Thanks, Juicy. Appreciate you. You don't shut your ass up. It's the Maze Jackson Show. All right. In the building, y'all. So y'all know next Saturday and Sunday, What's in it for the Black People is having its first concealed carry class at TP. Get your tickets on Eventbrite. It's not tickets. Get your register for the class. It's at TP 5410 South Wentworth. Y'all know I was the victor of a carjacking. And it didn't turn out. I mean, I think when you have, you talk about what you're going to do so many times in a situation and how you're going to respond and blah, 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 blah. And so many times it doesn't happen like that. And circumstances get out of your control, or it just, so many different instincts and so many things are flying. One of the things that happened when I learned to ride a motorcycle, and this, bear with me for 1 second. I learned to ride a motorcycle, and you know how a lot of people learn how to ride a motorcycle on the street from their guy, and so they guy just say, this the clutch, this the thing, and they don't really teach you. They just be like, go, and then you learn how to ride. But in a crisis situation, because you haven't prepared for it, it's not instinctual, right? You start, oh my God. But if you learn brake, clutch, right, and you learn all of the information up front, it becomes automatic to you in a situation, so you know what to do. And you don't have to think about it. It is all part of your instinct. Well, right now we are experiencing a new wave of crime in Chicago. And it is clear that anybody can get it. Understanding that anybody can get it, I have noticed a tremendous amount of Black people that have started to become part of the gun culture or the concealed carry, have gone after getting a FOID, a concealed carry, and extensive firearm training. I think the first time that I really started recognizing that Black folks was in this space was maybe about 4 years ago when I met my man Kwesi Amoa. And Kwesi was part of an organization called the 761st Gun Club. Went out to a meeting, and when I went out to the meeting, I was pleasantly surprised and shocked to see how many proactive gun owners there were that were Black. Because I always thought about, hillbillies with guns and hunting and rifles. And I went out and I saw this group, and it was a diverse group of people that were everything. Doctors, lawyers, Marines, police, you name it, they were there. It was women, it was men, it was everybody. And since that point, it really changed my perspective on gun ownership or who gun owners are. And oftentimes when the discussion of guns comes up in the Black community, it's always about a gun buyback. It's always about taking the guns out of the community. While in the white communities, they like, mount up. So here to talk to us about it today is the new president Oh, and I don't know how new you are as the president, but you know the president I knew was Kwesi. Mm-hmm. And then I started getting these inboxes. Kwesi was like, man, you got to connect with Kory. So Kory Bilbro.
All right.
Of 761st Gun Club is in the building. What's up, Kory? How you feeling today, man?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be here. I'm honored to talk to the people.
What's up, man? So talk to me. What's going on in this world? Talk to me about, first tell me who the 761st Gun Club is.
Okay. 761st Gun Club is a 501(c) organization, not-for-profit. We specialize in educating the black community about their Second Amendment rights and educating on concealed carry, educating on everything about firearms. Me, myself, I spent 8 years in the United States Marine Corps, so I did 2 tours in Iraq. So I bring a lot of that experience with me to the gun club.
Okay. Black Gun Club. That seems that seems interesting and a little bit, I don't want to say scary, but I do think that it is intimidating to white America. I also think that the thought of black people, armed black people, is intimidating to white America. And I don't know that black folks have wrapped their minds around it in a way that is positive for the defense, the self-defense and protection of our community from internal and external threats. Talk to me about why the 761st Gun Club exists.
Why do we exist? We started as an organization that wanted to educate everyone about firearms. And Kawasi Moore did a good job of starting that. And when he started, it was more or less that it was a group of people that got together and we were like, hey, let's make a gun club. And then we had the National African American Gun Association, which should be more commonly talked about.
Wait, there's a National Gun Association? Wait, but I was always under the impression that black folks, besides the criminals, were scared of guns or avoided guns.
Well, the reason I think one of the reasons behind that is when we grew up, who did we see with firearms? We either seen the criminals or we seen the police with guns.
Mm-hmm.
Either encounter was it a good encounter or a bad encounter with firearms. So a lot of times in the black community, we blame the firearm when actually it's just violence. Like a lot of times we like to say gun violence. Violence is violence. No matter what you have, it's a tool.
Now, you spent time in the Marines, and I noticed that quite a few of the people that were at the 761st meeting had some military service. Talk to me about what the military service does for you in relationship to guns, because I often think of, like, sometimes when guns enter the room, like, we get nervous. I get nervous. I'd be like, oh, damn. Mm-hmm. And I feel like then when I get around my cousins who are soldiers and they got, my man Fred Harris, he sleep with his pistol. Like, if he pull over to the side, he'll go to sleep and have his pistol ready, etc. Talk to me about our lack of familiarity with guns and how it perpetuates negative conceptions in our community. And why is there a difference between how black folks perceive guns and white folks perceive guns?
Well, at an early age, you're told not to touch that firearm, right? When you're young, the conversation doesn't come to play about the 4 safety rules. So you're told not to touch that firearm because even when I was young, my mother's like, don't touch it, or she kept it away from me or didn't want to talk about it. I started my kids at 10 years old about learning how to operate a firearm, how to safety clear it, how to safely operate a firearm, right? So I think what we want to get at is if you look at the white community, they start their kids off at the early age of 3 sometimes.
Now, does that make them like white supremacists? No. Right? Like, I feel like when I see pictures of these kids with these guns and stuff, I'd be like, they train them to kill us. What's it about?
Well, what's it about is, I think more or less it's more about teaching the safety at the early age.
Okay.
All right, safety at the early age. And even if it is, then we need to train ours to protect ourselves. Instead of us whining about what someone else is doing, let's train ourselves to protect ourselves. Because at the end of the day, no one's gonna come save us. If we want to sit there and say, well, they should make gun laws, or they should make gun control, or anything like that, then we're hindering ourselves.
Now explain that to me.
All right, so when we say gun control, for one example that I wanted to bring up, you heard about Blair Holt, right? You know who that is?
Yeah.
All right, so we talk about Blair Holt. Blair Holt Assault Weapons Act, right? That's in Cook County. Even though it's preemptive to state law, that's another thing that we have to talk about. What's preemptive to state law?
Oh, you're going to have to, you getting deep. You're getting super deep. But go back, and then I'll ask you.
So with Blair Holt, it's called the Blair Holt Assault Weapon Act.
Okay.
Why did they name that when Blair Holt was shot with a 9mm?
To get it done. I mean, to put the black part of it on it.
The black part of it on it, and also to get the black support. Because remember, Blair Holt, he's not even just revered, he is a hero.
Right.
So we use that name, guess what? We can garner support for that.
Do you think that there is an aversion in the world to black people having guns?
Aversion? I think it's aversion with ourselves. Right? When I talk about firearms, I know one example is my brother's mother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
My brother broke out a shotgun. He wanted me to look at it because I'm also a gunsmith. So he wanted me to look
Well,
at
back up. A gunsmith. You make guns?
Yes.
Okay. Who that is? All right, go ahead.
So, he wanted me to check out his firearm because it was malfunctioning, and his mother-in-law was not having. Oh Lord, it's time for me to leave. It's time for me to leave. Time for me to leave. She thinking like there's going to be whether a negligent discharge. There's no accidental discharge. There's a negligent discharge. You were negligent in your actions. That means you broke more than one safety rule, which is never point your weapon at anything you do not intend to shoot. Keep your finger straight off the trigger until you're ready to fire. Right? Know your target and what's beyond it. And treat every firearm as if it's loaded. Right? So when my brother handed that firearm, even though he may have cleared it, I still clear that firearm. But she wanted to leave. So we think automatically that, oh, this is a dangerous situation. Oh, they playing with guns. No. Right? There's I hate to bring them up, but with the Alec Baldwin situation, I hate to bring that up.
Go on.
But, going through those basic safety rules, you will know not to point a firearm at someone, whether you think it's make-believe or not. Right? You treat every firearm as if it's loaded. You treat every firearm as if it's real.
Kory, pause. Hey, y'all, we want to thank everybody from WBGX 1570 AM for joining us. You can continue this conversation with us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. This is the Maze Jackson Show. We are talking to Kory Bilbro. He is the president of the 761st Gun Club. Black people, firearms, talking about it all. It's interesting to me. Because there's like this fear of guns sometimes in our community, but it almost seems like it would almost help us stand up our community if we felt like we weren't victims. When we come back, I'm going to talk to you about why is it named the 761st Gun Club. I want to talk about what is happening in our community with all of the shootings and how does all of this play together. And then I want to talk about security, right? I was talking about things that have been happening, and I think that it's important for us and them to start seeing us visibly securing ourselves. And so what I want to do is I want to talk about all of that because there's something about the psyche, but it was funny because when you look at this picture, and I'm going to show you, look at the screen, I think about the last time that we saw black folks talking about self-defense or defending their community. White folks wasn't very happy about us having the guns. And so I'm very curious. Like, you look at that picture right there, and you think about what happened because they were talking about self-defense. Mm-hmm. And so there seems to be this thing where white folks always want to disarm black people, right? I don't know why you would give up for, but that's why they always get them rusty old guns for the gun buybacks, because ain't nobody giving up their good stuff. Look, we're going to talk about it all when we come back. I got Kory Bilbro from the 761st Gun Club in the building. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIFTV PM.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Greek events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Greek members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
Today, the Biden administration is releasing what it calls a new strategy to fight domestic terrorism. Following a 100-day review, federal officials are now laying out a new plan hoping to deter, detect, and prosecute domestic terror.
They went to the Capitol waving their flags and looking for smoke. He was out there looking for justice. They was over there looking for votes. Ashley Babbitt was with him and told all the people that nothing could stop us. She climbed through the Capitol window, breached security, and called a shot, bro. The media say she a veteran. They paint the picture to make her look greater, but she disrespected the same country that she served. That makes her a traitor. They was fighting police, resisting arrest. On God, I couldn't believe it. I guess blue lives only tend to really matter when it's convenient. Hey, these are the times we witness in history, all because they didn't get a victory. United States is so contradictory. We get equal rights, that's a mystery. Politicians, they more like magicians. You know they got tricks up their sleeve. We point out the flaws that's up in this country. You know they gonna tell us to leave. Somebody try to help me understand it. Always seems like a double standard. They be out here leaving us empty-handed. To certain rights we are not granted. The media is the culprit when it comes to the comparison. Cause when it comes to race, they always changing up the narratives. Terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. We still out here trying to get our reparations, but the government pump faking out here hesitating. I'm out here trying to keep my peace, so I keep meditating. The media make us look bad, they taint our reputation. Look, it's so sad that COVID causing toe tags. You claim you so patriotic, but you ain't wearing no mask. You out here wilding with your MAGA flags and showing your ass. You wanna be part of some type of revolution so bad. Look, you talk revolution and constitutional rights, homie. I guess we forgot about back in the days when all of the business was whites only. Yeah. George Floyd got justice. Juneteenth got much respect. They made it a national holiday. Man, it's all good, but cut the check. They giving out all of these vaccines, putting it in you like caffeine. Was it all in the part of the plan? I bet money like DraftKings. It's land of the free, home of the brave. 1776, we wasn't free till 1865, so we wasn't part of that shit. And that there's terrorism.
Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stoger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. I'm sitting in here. Stay with the pipe. In this building. So, Kory, I've been calling you the wrong name the whole time. Tell the people right name.
My right name is Courtney Redmond.
So, I've been calling him Kory Bilbro. I don't know how I got that. And he sat here and let me do it the whole time.
I didn't want to be rude.
Hey, it's rude to be calling you the wrong name. I tell my son, because we got an interesting name and people will mispronounce it. I say, get it right on the first one. Because I be done locked in. And now it's burnt in. So, Courtney, you in the building. You got a pistol. What you got? Show the people. You can show it to them. Wait, back up before you start pointing. Tell them the force safety laws because you was running. You was running your lit. So tell me what the force safety laws.
Okay,
are.
as you can see, all right, you keep your finger straight off the trigger until you're ready to fire.
Okay.
Right? You don't point your weapon at anything you do not intend to shoot or kill.
Riis, he got the thing at you.
Right. So do not point your weapon at anything you're not intending to kill or shoot.
Okay.
Also, treat every firearm as if it's loaded, and know your target and what's beyond it.
That, to me, is one of the biggest problems we got right now.
Mm-hmm.
Know your target and what is behind it.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up.
Cause I feel like a lot of these shootings that we're seeing are people who don't know how to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And once they hit the trigger, that bad boy go fra-da-da.
Mm-hmm.
And the next thing you know, like did you see the one where they pulled up on the behind the car and the girl jumped out with the big old machine gun and she went to shoot. She shot it at the car, but it was too big, so she missed everything and shot the building behind her and nobody got killed in the car?
No.
Is that 87th in the damn right?
I got that one. Okay, I seen that one.
Talk to me about people not knowing how to use guns. Because I feel like pick it up, squeeze the trigger, point, it's going.
Movies. Everyone sees movies.
You don't get to shoot like to the side. I be on the TV like, when I first went to the range, I was like, come on, man, what you want to do? I got you, right? And I'm saying, but you want to shoot like the TV shot.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about what is the difference between the difference between TV and the reality of a gun.
All right, well, you may see on TV someone shooting sideways.
That's the best way.
You may see someone that's steady talking with their finger on the trigger, right?
Yeah.
That can cause a negligent discharge. You may see someone on TV that's just running all the way. They automatic. They think that an AR-15 is an automatic rifle. That's not true. For everyone out there, let's get some education right now.
Go ahead.
Right? AR does not stand for automatic rifle, assault rifle, or whatever you think it does. It stands for Armalite. That is the company that invented it. They came up with it. It was actually, when we talk about military-grade weapons or military-style weapons, it was rejected by the military. If you take an AR-15 into battle, you will lose every single time. That's why we have M16s. And when I served in the Marine Corps, the M16 said for government use only. AR-15s do not say that on them.
Now, I thought the AR-15 was supposed to be a knockoff of the M16.
It was. It is, but the thing is, it was rejected by the military.
Oh, so
it's a different rate of fire.
Okay. So how fast does a gun fire? Like how quickly? So I know there's a difference between semi-automatic and automatic. Tell me the difference between those.
Okay, semi-automatic is one trigger pull, one bullet.
Okay.
Automatic is one trigger pull, multiple bullets.
I thought automatics were illegal.
They are.
So why is it that everybody is around here with seems like automatic gunfire?
Well, some people have the switch. One of them is with the Glocks, the switch. So people, they invented it. It came over, and that was legal to have a switch.
No, what? Okay, so back up. What exactly is a switch?
There's a switch that the young fellas that they use to make the Glock automatic. Now, automatic in Illinois is illegal, but it may not be illegal in Texas.
Okay.
Right? It may not be illegal in Indiana or any other state. But it's illegal. You have to get what is called a tax stamp. Or you have to go through the ATF to get special permission to get automatics. So when people think that you just automatically buy one, no. Mm-hmm. Now, what they're doing is they're modifying with the switch. It's some type of switch. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's something that they attach into their firearm. And as soon as you get that switch going, as soon as you flip that switch, it's going. But what people don't understand, that makes that firearm very inaccurate. Very inaccurate. And people think that they can kill so many people with it. It's very inaccurate. Because one of the first things, if you shoot in one hand, you're not bracing that firearm. You're not taking well-aimed shots. Before people think that, about firearms, you are responsible for every shot that you take. Every shot you take, a lawyer comes attached with that.
A who?
A lawyer comes attached with that.
Every shot that you take.
Yep, that's why.
So why do I get then? So it seems like it's almost more dangerous to get it's more of a trouble to shoot somebody than get robbed.
Well, the thing is, what about the laws? Right? Now, the law states that if someone is in the commission of a forcible felony.
What's forcible?
Forcible felony will be aggravated robbery, aggravated sexual assault. It's even considered treason. It's considered a forcible felony.
Okay.
But more or less, it's involving a victim.
Okay.
So you try to rob somebody, you sexually assault someone, murder. All right. If you think someone's trying to murder someone, all of those fall into forcible felonies.
Okay.
So generally, that's a crime involving a victim.
Okay.
Some type of hurt. So, learning about forcible felonies and learning how to defend yourself, you have to learn the law in order to defend yourself.
And that's all is that part of why in this concealed carry class that we got to be in the classroom for 8 hours?
Yep.
Because I was like, what you mean we got to take class for 8 hours? I want to just go to the range.
It's 16 hours.
Right. But I just wanted to go to the range.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought we could go bust at the range. I want to put the thing up. Have you he go out there, he be like, and then I was like, man, let me hit him, and then I'm good.
Nope. You have to take an actual test. You have to retain the knowledge,
mm-hmm.
right? Then when you go to the range portion, you actually have to hit that target 21 times out of 30 times that you shoot. And it goes from 5 yards to 7 yards to 10 yards.
Mm.
So if you can't hit someone in 5 yards,
you definitely ain't hitting them in 7, and you definitely ain't hitting 10. 10 yards, that's 30 feet.
Mm.
Okay. All right. So right now, I am encouraging. So I think I always tend to think of concealed carrying guns in association with men. But here lately, women, including my daughter and my wife, have been saying that they feel like they may need to get their concealed carry. Do you advise women to get concealed carry?
Hell yes. I'm sorry if I can't say it on the air, but
You can say it.
Hell yes. Right? There's been countless. I'm looking at videos and I post videos all the time about men trying to sexually assault a woman. Right? Just trying to bust into the house. The woman's going into the house. Luckily, it was a woman in New York. Luckily, she got in 1 second before then and shut the door. And he tried to get into the house. There was one in Georgia where the guy actually he had busted in and whatnot. They were able to get, I think she was able to get him out or fight him off or whatever. But he pretty much got himself in there. And he's trying to sexually assault her. So men are generally stronger than women.
Right.
Right? So guess what? What equals that out? A firearm.
So talk about firearms in the house with kids.
Firearms in the house. One of the first things I want to say, educate your kids. Second of all, lock it up.
Now, when you say lock it up, man, you be talking about, you saying lock it up. I remember my grandmama had a gun, and it was a silver revolver, and it was in between the mattresses. And I used to play with that bad boy every day when she left. Lock up the gun. Do people really lock up the guns?
Yes. Now,
Cause why have you got your gun locked up? How you gonna get it when the people come?
No. Let me explain that.
Okay.
If you have multiple firearms, yeah, you want to lock those.
I got a gun in the hell that brought him out. You know, Jay. That's all right. Go ahead.
But if you got one that you carry every day, which is the one I carry, the P365, that stays out with me. So if somebody comes to my house, I'm gonna make them smile for the flash. There's one on my side. There's one on my wife's side. Now, the biggest thing is about having a home plan.
Home plan? What you mean?
You got to have a home plan if somebody's breaking into your house. Someone's calling 911 and someone's shooting.
Riis, you over there nodding like you know what's up. What's up, Riis? What you know about this gun life?
I already knew what he was talking about. You know, you gotta make sure. Hey, I'm gonna go out there. You make sure you handle everything in here. You grab you grab this one, sit in here. Don't you come out until I come back in. Am I right?
Well,
you got a safe room?
One thing is you stay put in the house, right? You don't want to give away your position. If they're in your house, scourging through your house, only time you want to come out if you think your kids may be in danger, right? If they may be going to the kids' room, right? Then you have to have a plan for that. Do we gather in this one room? Do we go to another room? Do we stay put? I can tell you what, my 16-year-old, he gonna return fire.
My son seems to be hesitant to take a class. He seems to be nervous. But I feel like, yo, man, you're gonna be the man of the house one of these days. Tell me, as it relates to this concealed carry and to let's back up. One of the things that I think, and you said it, and I've said it forever, is we do not have a cavalry. One of the things that I think that needs to happen in our community is the good people need to embrace the guns again. You know, I say, you know how you drive down the block and you see no cars. This is the 71st Street Block Club. No ball playing, no loud music, no everything on there that they say don't do, they do it. Right? If it say no loud music, no car washing on the street, you can guarantee they outside washing cars, smoking weed, the whole thing. But I was thinking, what if we started to organize in our community a sports and social club? So imagine on every one of those block clubs, at the bottom of it is also a sign that says this is the 71st Street Sportsman's Club Association, right? Like we shoot.
Yeah.
And there is a neighborhood plan that essentially says, hey, cuz we taking back the security of our neighborhood. We ain't got no police coming. So it's a neighborhood representative that say, see the corner. And he say, I'm coming to the corner, young man. Welcome. You know, we love y'all in the neighborhood, and we understand it's not a lot of resources, but this corner you can't be on. We can't be worried about our kids. And they gonna say, oh man, if you don't shut your and get up off the corner, and I'm gonna be like, politely, again, the 71st Street Sportsman Association would really like you all to get up off this corner and not be doing this. And they gonna be like, man, if you don't get your and then he gonna say, then they gonna be like, what's that dot? What's that dot? What's that dot? Then but it's the whole block. So now it's like, you can do what you gonna do, but we gonna hold down our block. It seems like we are almost prisoners in our own neighborhoods, and I'd love to see us come out of that.
Come talk to 761st. That's what we help. We want to organize. We want to get organized blocks. We want to organize classes. To all my black people out there, when you get your concealed carry, it does not stop there. After you take your course, it does not stop there.
I want to learn how to do the stop, drop, roll around, and be like, bam, 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 bam.
That's combat pistol.
I want to go. No, you know how you be in the. Now, can you? I always feel like if you want to do that type of stuff, though, that they calling you like a white supremacist or like a black militant.
I don't care.
Are you like a black militant organization?
Nope. I don't care about any labels because people try to give you labels whether you're doing good or bad. So I don't care about labels. You can call me what you want to call me, but am I in the legality of the law? Am I in the parameters of the law? What I'm doing, is it illegal? Right? So my thing is they can call me what they want to call me. We had people that try to call the organization this, that, and the third. I don't care. Right? Because 761st and the National African American Gun Association, we making big strides out here.
Well, I think we got to talk about that some more.
Oh, one other thing I wanted to bring up.
Go ahead.
When we talked about the block club and sportsman club and all that, black people, there are scholarships within shooting. There's trap and skeet, pistol. There's even competitions. There's a lot of scholarships out there that we have not even tapped into.
So look, we're going to have some ongoing interactions. One of the things that we want to do at What's in It for the Black People Political Action Committee is really start to think about how do we solve our own situation. How do we have the wherewithal to not have to call the police, not have to kill nobody, but still know that our kids in our neighborhoods are safe and that they can go outside and play? I always think about like in Beverly. It's funny to watch the kids come outside in Beverly because them cops they'll be loaded for bear. Loaded for bear. What y'all gonna do something? They kids be running around having a good time and they sit in their nice, well manicured lawns. But if anybody come in the block, they all be up like, what's up? Can we take the defense of our community back? Do you think that through gun ownership and education, we can take the defense of our communities back?
Yes. And I'm going to tell you how.
How?
Right. First of all, we have to change these laws. Right. If you think about how restrictive it is to carry your firearm in certain areas, you can't take your firearm to a playground.
That's where they be robbing mugs.
You can't take your firearm to a playground in the state of Illinois. That's one thing.
But the guys that ain't worried about the law bringing this.
Exactly. So another thing I wanted to bring up, I'm glad you brought it up. What is the purpose of a FOID card?
So they could track you.
So they can track who? Us? Yeah. But here's the thing. FOID card came in 1968. So the FOID Card Act came in 1968. Mayor Daley Sr. at the time wanted to ban all guns. You know why?
Why?
Because he said that he didn't want the riots because he was concerned about riots. Who had the reason to riot in 1960?
Black people.
Right? We had Dr. Martin Luther King that was assassinated. We had Malcolm X that was assassinated. We had 1969 Chairman Fred Hampton that was assassinated. Right? Of course black people were mad. That's why they outlawed Saturday night specials in Illinois. That's why they came up with the FOID Card Act. If you were even associated with the Black Panthers, the Chicago Black Panther Party, the FOID card, remember, they can check your gang background. They consider it on the gang. They weren't getting a FOID card. So
are you suggesting that the laws have been put in place to prevent black people from getting arms?
All gun laws are racist. They come from a negative connotation. They came from the black codes.
Wait. You saying all gun laws are racist?
They started it with a negative connotation. They started it back in the 1800s when we were free. When we were freed, that's when you start seeing gun laws come up. That's when you start seeing more tougher gun laws. Then you start having the 1934 National Firearms Act. Then you have the 1968 FOIA card. And then in 1988, the Chicago Housing Authority, they wanted to ban anybody that stayed in Chicago Housing Authority to get a firearm. It didn't pass, it didn't go through, but they at least tried in 1988. Who stayed mostly in Chicago Housing Authority in 1988?
Black people. Wow. Let me ask you another question, then we're going to wrap. Have black people, it always seems like we've been marketed as victims. Has there ever been in your time or in your lessons and in your studies where black people resisted and won and defended themselves and won?
Otis McDonald.
Who's that?
Otis McDonald versus the city of Chicago. Ronda Zell versus the city of Chicago.
Hey, I remember Rhonda. Rhonda got the pink. Rhonda got the pink pistol. Rhonda came up and I was like, "You're making me nervous, lady. You're making me nervous," because she was ready to go. But no, I don't mean in the law space.
Okay.
I'm talking about we are under assault.
Okay.
Have we ever been able to utilize guns to defend ourselves in America from assault?
We just had a case. We just had a case that now maybe my time to the law or not, but we just had a case in Florida where a brother had defended himself from the police that broke into his house. Right, so they came to his house. I don't know if it's a no-knock warrant or anything, but it was down in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And so he shot at the police. They charged him with 2 attempt murders and charged him with murder because they shot his girlfriend. This is not Breonna Taylor.
They shot his girlfriend, and they charged him.
Yep, charged him with murder. Now,
this is not Breonna Taylor.
Nope.
Okay.
So he beat those 3 cases, the murder, the attempt murder, because the way they did it was bad. So, but, you know, they got him on.
What? Illegal firearm.
No. Being a felon with a firearm. Something that has to change. Right? That has to change.
So wait. He went to jail because he was right for defending himself, but they still nailed him on the technicality because he was a felon.
Mm-hmm.
But they killed his people in his house while he was minding his own business.
Yes, sir. All this happened during the Kyle Rittenhouse case because it was going on at the same time.
So I remember seeing pieces of that, and they was like, "See, the justice system works," but then they still nailed him.
Yeah.
So did he go to jail? Is he going to jail?
I don't know if he. I don't know if he went to sentencing yet. I'm not sure.
He definitely going to jail.
Now you finna let Juicy off, and he going.
I'm just telling you how the laws is. Like, you know, like you really can't even be in like the car, like the vicinity with like a gun if you're a felon.
Well, yes.
Unless they change that.
Well, yes and no. But the thing is, if you have a firearm on your person, if I'm concealed carried and someone else is with me to have a felony, and I have that firearm on my person, that's in my possession. Now, if someone is sitting in the passenger side and they have a felony and there's a firearm in the glove compartment, that's accessible to them. Now, if you lock that glove compartment, there's no access to it. That firearm is not accessible.
Tell me the difference between, because one of the things that I notice is that a lot of times people think they got their FOID, which makes them okay to have their pistol. Explain that. Explain to it, because I know people have, like, I got my FOID, and so they got their pistol in their car, but isn't there rules to it, or at least how you got to transport it, et cetera?
FOID card only gives you permission, and I hate saying that. Only gives you permission, because it shouldn't be permission for you to defend yourself.
I thought it was a Second Amendment right.
It is a Second Amendment right, but we have to get a FOID card in order to get a firearm in the first place, firearm and ammunition. We have to get a FOID card, and the FOID card only grants you access to you having that firearm in your home and protecting yourself. It only grants you permission to legally put that firearm in the case, lock it up, put it in your car, separate it from the ammunition and the gun.
Well, see, kind of in the you did, like, I couldn't put it all together and get dude, right? So you kind of in this situation where it's like I get nervous to roll with it sitting on the seat,
yeah,
right? But realistically, if you gonna get carjacked, You need it sitting on the seat. I would actually want that thing where it's right there by your steering wheel. You boom. I just want to be. No, I saw. I've been looking. It's like Tyrone got the you dig with the car jack. I got a car jack fix.
But that will violate the Concealed Carry Act. There's no open carry in Illinois. You can't have your firearm sit on your seat.
I can't have it in the little you dig with the man.
Change the laws. Well, that's one thing.
Y'all need to get a black lobbyist, right? Because here goes the thing. Let me tell you. So I used to spend a lot of time in Springfield, and Todd Vandermeide was the lobbyist for the gun people. And it was like no shade to Todd at all. But it's like sending Todd to talk to the Black Caucus, right, is like waving a red flag in front of the bull instead of having a black lobbyist that represents. See, what happens is the story of guns in Springfield is often told through the eyes of a white country boy who everybody sees like, why am I? He probably gonna shoot us with it. As compared to having the story told by black folks who live in those communities, and not just as because a lot of times they say, hey, well, they give you to the white guy and then have him parade you around instead of saying that there is a black gun interest in Illinois and Black Caucus. Y'all are ignoring us because that's the messenger.
Tell LaShawn Ford to come talk to us.
LaShawn Ford, he listening right now.
I know.
Call. LaShawn, I need to be, but you didn't tell him I need to be the lobbyist though.
No, I'll be the lobbyist. I'm working on my lobbyist thing and everything. And shout out to the Illinois State Rifle Association because they showed me a lot about whether it's lobbying or whether it's anything to deal with Springfield or talking to senators or representatives, because we're working on that to where we get to that point. Right now, I just wanted to be a well-oiled machine with the gun club, and then I can go lobby for the gun club and lobby for the black community.
Okay. Well, let's talk about that. Look, it's the Maze Jackson Show. We got people on the line. Give me a call. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Courtney, we're going to take these calls. How many we got, Riis? We got any? Just two? All right, we'll take 2 calls. Y'all got gun questions? Y'all want to telling you, I want to be like stop, drop. I want to be pew. Man, you should see me when I go paintballing. I'm like Rambo, Joe. When I be paintballing, they be like, man, I could snipe you. I could do it all. One time I shot like one of them. I went to the military base and they let me shoot like the
50 cal, because when you got to put 2 thumbs on it, it's either the Mark 19 or
it's the 2 thumbs, and it's like when I was flying the big old helicopter, and then I got like a admiral badge. It's not a badge.
That's the 50 cal.
It was like tuka. It was, and I hit my targets too. If I could aim, I could do it. All right, join the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man Courtney from 761st Gun Club in the building. What's your question? Caller. I know I talked too long. Caller, are you there? We can hear you.
It says my name is Jay.
Jay?
I don't know if that's right or wrong.
Jay?
Yes, my name is Jay.
My name is Jay. Jay got us on hold. Go to the other call. We come back to Jay. You're on the Maze Jackson Show. Caller? Caller, are you there?
Good morning, Maze. It's Star. How you been?
Good. Is this Star Cunningham? What's up, Star? How you feeling?
I'm doing good. Courtney, it's good to see you on the show. And I want people to know that, I've had a gun in my hand since I was 2 or 3 years old. My dad was a Marine. So I had guns, and at 12 years old, I was, told my dad that the little 22 wasn't doing nothing, got 38, had to, driving around. I had a job. I had a car, gold wheel sound. Everybody thought I was doing something. I was going to work every day. So then I needed a 9. And I just want you made a powerful statement when you said the gun laws are racist. Because you have to do so much thinking when you're a black person with a gun, and that's not right. It's not fair. I was a victim of a hate crime out here in the northwest suburbs, and as this white man was coming at me with his fist balled up, calling me the N-word, I felt threatened. I felt threatened, but could I take out my gun and take his life for being stupid, the law would not have been in my favor. Ahmaud Arbery's, them going to jail for killing that young man is because they had all that video.
Mm-hmm.
They had all of that video. And unless black folks with guns getting ready to run around with that cameras on for every time we interact and decide that we're in a position where we fear for our lives. Because think about how much we fear for our lives. But taking out a gun and taking the life of that other person in court, and their skin is not the same color as ours, they white, I just think that the law doesn't fall on our side without having all of that evidence, all of that video. Like Mace just said, just Jussie Smollett, he made it harder for us to protect ourselves in situations when it comes down to people coming toward us in a hateful way.
Yes.
Thank you, Star.
That's beautiful, Star. Thank you.
You want to respond to it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
One thing is about learning the law is imminent danger. That's a very important thing. Imminent danger.
That when they say I feel feared for my life.
Mm-hmm. And then also, what we teach in our class is avoid, escape, defend.
Wait, hold on. Wait, that sounds like stand your ground.
Avoid, escape, defend. Avoid the situation. If we having a confrontation, I want to avoid that situation.
Okay.
You got it, bro. Hey, if I can escape, if I can walk away from that situation, I'm going to walk away. 100. One thing is, every gun battle that you're going to win is 100% of the time is the one that you avoid. Now, if someone is trying to come back at you, or they're trying to corner you, or they're trying, you're imminent danger, right? First of all, this is my danger zone. If I feel threatened, don't come into my danger zone.
You know, white folks, though, they just don't understand personal space. Black folks got it. They be like, I know if I get within this range, if I'm within striking distance and I'm talking, it's either a mouth shot or a buck. White folks, they don't. So
even with the woman that was talking, no matter what, that was still a man that was probably substantially bigger than her. That probably could have hurt her. And one thing is, we shouldn't have to wait until we're beat, right? Until we're beaten to defend ourselves. Think about it.
Oh, no, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I get it. Talk to me, though. One of the things that I was concerned about was what comes after in the event that you have to shoot someone. Okay. You have to defend yourself. Because I know a lot of people are talking about insurance and all of that stuff. Talk to me about what happens. Because I have a friend, my man Vince Bass said before he called the police, he calling his insurance company. And they gonna be there. They gonna be there, lickety splitting, and they deal with it. But talk to me about all of those assurances. And is the national? I mean, I know there's a Black Rifle Association. Should we be in that? And should we be involved in the NRA as well, or is that a racist organization?
Let me put it this way:
Go ahead.
You get involved with any organization that you want to. First and foremost, there's more than just the NRA, the National African American Gun Association. There's more than USCCA. There's Second Amendment Foundation. There's Gun Saves Lives. There is Gun Owners Together. There's plenty of organizations. Join one. Now, yes, I recommend you join the National African American Gun Association. I recommend that you join the 761st, right? Because we're affiliate of that. We are. That's our umbrella right there. But the thing is, join something, because there's always education to be learned. And we teach education. We have education within these organizations. You don't like the NRA? You think the NRA is racist? You want to sit on the outside and just say NRA is racist? How are you going to change it from the outside? They're not going to listen to you from the outside.
Oh no, you preach it to the choir. That's a good point though. That is a very good point. Look, this one could probably go on forever and ever. So this is what I want to do. I want to invite you guys, 761st Gun Club, to provide some of those trainings at TP. Yep. We have a location at 55th and the Dan Ryan. We'd love to, maybe on a once a month basis or something, or even once a quarter, do the gun locks as well as the updated and continuing education.
Okay.
I want to encourage everybody to sign up for our concealed carry class that is next Saturday and Sunday, the 18th and the 19th. 16 hours, but once you get done, they'll do your fingerprints, everything, so you can file for your concealed carry. Plus, we'll have other applications that'll allow you to apply at other states.
Utah and Florida.
Huh?
Utah and Florida.
Yeah. That's so you know all the stuff, right? I'm gonna know when I get through taking this class. But I think it's important. And Courtney, I really want to talk to you about the 761st having a visible presence when we do things, right? Because I think it shows a lot to other people. I tell my audience that when I was on the Dan Ryan watching the shutdown, there were people out there who were dressed like I thought they were police until I looked at their shoes, and the police was like, "Man, if you don't get your ass up off my," but they were clearly watching, taking notes, and scoping. And I felt like here we got all of these black people following this man on the Dan Ryan, and we ain't got damn gun nowhere around here. Our defense is 100% at the hands of the police. And I thought, like, what would that have looked like? And I know, you know, the preachers and stuff be like, no guns. But I was like, think about what that would have looked like if as they were entering, not even in it, just securing it. And people knowing, like, if something pop off, we got our people back. Somebody got their back.
Yep. You know what? And I would love to do that. Love to do that. I don't mind doing that. But here's the thing. This is what we run into. The problem is no open carry. Another problem is, right, you have to be cautious about where you can go, because if that sign is up, that 4x6 sign, which you'll learn about in concealed carry, you can't take it down.
So that's why we have to be intentional about our planning, right, and know where we're going. It's like we in the midst of a war. So you don't just walk through the minefield. You say, okay, where we walking? Where we going? Where do we know that when we open up camp that we can be where we need to be? So if we can't meet up at the parking lot, if we can't meet at a park because it says no, then that is part of our planning. See, I think one of the things that we don't do is take it seriously until after, right? Yes. And if we were planning proactively, then those things are in our game plan.
Yep.
And so I really think that we'd like to figure out how do we get there's the 761st Gun Club. We got people like Marquin McDonald. I really think that security of the black community needs to start becoming a priority. Like, there needs to be eyes and ears and somebody prepared. They don't got to be open carry, right? But clearly you know who it is,
exactly,
right? Clearly identified. And when the time comes, people know that it's there as a deterrent, but also as an attraction because people know they're safe.
Yep.
By trained professionals. You know, all the time I get guys, right? Like guys, like when things happen, the guys, I'll be like, whatever you need, man, we put whoever in the car with you. And I be like, really? Because I don't want to be in the car with somebody who ain't trained, who gonna just be bucking and doing this thing. Yeah, he tough and he can shoot, but I ain't trying to be in the midst of, again, I would like to avoid the situation, but in the event that we can avoid the situation, we have people that are well-trained, know how to take care of the responsibilities, etc., which is why I don't always let people just jump in the whip and be like, I'm gonna be security for you. I don't want to be liable. So I just think, it's all these things that we got to talk about. Courtney, tell people how they can find out about your meetings.
You can find out about our meetings. We have meetings every third Saturday.
Okay.
That's a general meeting. And every other month we have an open meeting at 12 o'clock.
Now tell me about membership. How do you join and what do you got to pay and all that good stuff?
You pay $35 annually fee.
Okay.
You can go to 761stgunclub.com
okay.
to register and join the gun club. First, you have to join the National African American Gun Association.
Okay.
That's your first step.
Okay.
Join that, then you join the 761st Gun Club.
What if I ain't got a concealed carry yet?
Not even concealed carry. All you have to have is a FOIA card. And if you don't have your FOIA card, as long as you have put in for your FOIA card, you are able to join.
So what if you got a FOIA card and it expired? How hard does it take to get it renewed?
Well, the thing is, you can renew it. It's easy to renew it. It's just the hard part about getting it. This state is taking their time, right? They have delayed it for a year. There's been people that have waited for a whole year for their FOIA card. And there's been people that waited for a whole year for the FOIA card, and then when it gets there, it's the wrong face on it.
All right. They don't want y'all to have no gun.
What's the point of the FOIA card again?
To keep the black people from getting guns, man.
So why do we still have it and embrace it?
Because it's crime across the streets. It's crime everywhere. It's flowing blood in the streets.
If we have a FOIA card, first of all, the FOIA card and the 72-hour cool-off period, why do we have those?
So that you don't go buy a gun and shoot somebody when you get mad, man. It's common sense. What are you talking about?
Okay.
No, I'm being
no. But I'm just gonna bring up a point.
Go ahead.
All right. So, FBI, if you're listening, I'm not planning on doing anything. Okay. All right. But I have multiple firearms. So if the cool-off period, I have multiple firearms. Why do I have to wait 72 hours if I already have the access and means to go?
Because the story is always about the psycho shooter who went to the store and bought a gun.
Also, think about a woman that's being stalked. Think about a woman that's leaving an abusive relationship. She already has to wait a whole month. That's if it's a month. Because by law, they're supposed to give you your FOIA card if you're legal within 30 days.
I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Self-defense or not?
Self-defense.
Should he have gone home?
Yeah. Everybody should have went home. 8 o'clock was the curfew, wasn't it?
I'm saying. So do you think Kyle Rittenhouse got off? Was he justified in self-defense? I feel like when I say that and I saw the tape, I do feel like it was self-defense. I feel like you can't really say that because of the racial component of it. Yeah. But like if somebody was trying to hit me with a skateboard and they all had pistols and everybody was out, in Chicago they would call that mutual combatants. Mm-hmm. I don't want to defend Kyle Rittenhouse, but I don't know that he did anything. He went up there, got in somebody else's business. Probably went up there to go get some targets practice.
Was that against the law?
Hey, man, you around here defending Kyle Rittenhouse, you're going to be in trouble. No,
here's the thing, right? So, with everything that happened, he didn't shoot anybody that didn't attack him.
He didn't spray. I mean, usually it'd be like somebody got shot, and then there's 3 other people who got shot. So you think was he prepared? You like he was like... What did you see, like proper form and all that stuff? Like he stopped, drop. He was like, was he trained? Was he well trained? Do you think?
I don't know. I can say that it looked like he was trained. It looked like something that what makes it look like he's trained? Let's put it this way.
Because he wasn't shooting like this.
Yeah, he didn't shoot Gage Grosskreutz until he pulled his pistol. He even said it in trial that Gage Grosskreutz had his hands up. And he said, hey, did he shoot you while you had your hands up? No. So when he shot you when you pulled your pistol? Yes. That's what he said. Right? He didn't shoot him until, that's what makes you think there's some type of training involved with it. Also, looking at the fact that, you know what? Let me just bring this up.
Okay.
Jesse Rosenbaum, we can't defend him. I don't think he should be dead, but he's a child molester.
Uh-oh. Now, see, there you go. Oh, Lord.
I may get in trouble. But you know what? Let me put it this way. This is not the view of 761st. This is my personal view.
Okay.
All right? This is not the view of 761st. There's people in the gun club that think he should have been locked up. There's people in the gun club that think he shouldn't. We all have a different opinion. We leave that at the door. The reason why we leave that at the door is because of the fact that we all want to be able to educate each other instead of yelling at each other. So we leave all that at the door.
Hey, man, this was a very good section. I want to tell people again one more time how they can join.
The 761st Gun Club is located at 761stgunclub.com.
Oh, I thought you was like, is that 760? I'm like, where's 760? 700? Man, we all way in Frankfurt.
We're working on a building, and we're going to talk offline about that.
Well, let's talk about this, though. If you need a place to meet, right? If you need a place to convene that's not at the spot, please consider us at 55th and the Dan Ryan as a great place to meet up. Also, there's often post-social activities and all type of good stuff that we can do. But I'd love to see the 761st come to a What's in it for the Black people meeting too, because I think it would be
let me know.
There's some great synergies there, and I think our space, we ain't all doing the same thing, and I think we don't have to replicate. Now I'm gonna tell you, if you join Wiftable, we gonna tell you got to take the class. You don't have to take a concealed carry class just because we want you to be safe and we want you to be aware, and we know that there's no cavalry coming. Shout out to New Era Chicago who've been on that.
That's
too.
my brother. I went to high school with Eric.
Did you?
Yeah.
What high school y'all go to?
Proviso East.
I should have known y'all. West Side, Maywood. Is Proviso East Maywood?
Yes, it is. Maywood. My son just graduated from that.
Maywood.
See, there we go. We got another pirate. There we go.
Yeah, my son just graduated from that. There you go. Tell me something.
Can I tell y'all? I seen the memes though. They like you seen the meme when they do the East versus the West. They be like, this be Proviso East versus Proviso West, and you know how they be like,
oh God, that's a forever rival right there.
You know what? I love it though. I love the fact that the interconnectedness. And it's not funny. It's one of the things they said was a long time ago that they put the guns on the South Side and they put the drugs on the West Side because the South Side already had hate, so they knew they could start them shooting each other. And on the West Side, they put the dope over there because of the intellectuals, right, and the thought process. And when you think about the liberation-minded black folks, probably West, right? The South is a lot more entrenched into the establishment. And so I'm not surprised that you and Eric went to school together. I'm not surprised.
And then, I grew up 2 houses down from Chairman Fred Hepton's family. I knew his mother and his father.
Wow.
When I grew up.
That legacy, man. And look at it. It rubbed off on you. It's like as I look at you and I look at the Panther that we have in the background and we were talking, and I'm going to put it back up there because I think it's a good look, especially what you're talking about. Ah, dang nabbit. Did I lose the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense was a concept that scared the hell out of white people. And I think we've gotten to a point now in Chicago where we all have come to the recognition that our security and our safety, there is no cavalry. And so if we're going to have a cavalry, it's going to be from us, by us. You know what? You done stay here, so let me do this. It's Tell Me Something Good Friday.
Yep.
So you might as well go ahead and Riis, you straight over there, man? We got anybody else on that line? All right. It is Tell Me Something Good Friday. We only got about 6 minutes to go. But I would love to hear from y'all. Tell me something good Friday. We'll start with you, DJ Riis the Ruler. What's good Friday? Since y'all Proviso East Pirates up in this mug. Proviso East Pirates. Oh, you went to Mather.
Already, I went to Prosser.
Prosser, Mather, Prosser.
You know what Prosser is, right?
Yeah,
you know Prosser. See, look,
it's a school.
West Side. West Side. He know where it's at. But
look, Riis, but Prosser is in that in between area. That's why we was all trying to guess what Riis was. We think Riis is like a SD or something, right? Like he one of them Spanish disciples, right? He like 2-1, hoes, 2-1.
I had to make it home. My tell me something good is my son came home yesterday. So
is he walking around the house with his shirt off again, though?
First day, listen, bro, you gotta put a shirt on in my house. I don't know what's wrong with you.
These boys be getting up there, they start lifting weights, getting swole. They want to walk around the house.
My son does it too.
I be like, my son be coming downstairs with his shirt off, like, and his voice is deeper than mine. So he be like, Dad, I be like, man, if you don't take some of that bass out your voice and go put a shirt on around this house.
I have to punch my son just to let him know.
Right, you're right here, still on him.
Yeah, I told him I'm always acting crazy around my kid. I gotta let him know I'm crazy. My daughter convinced. She like, my daddy is lost. I love it. That's
what she tell her boyfriends too. My daddy crazy. He crazy.
That's what I want right now.
I used to show my daughters. I used to show her boyfriends. Used to bring them out. I used to show them the gun collection, and I was like, it's a big old field over there, right?
Come sit right here.
Come sit right here.
Sit in the midst of the gun club and just be there. Hey man,
you gotta do the Bad Boys. That's my favorite one. The Bad Boys too. Reggie, who is Reggie? It said Reggie at the door. I'm 15. She at least study. You know what I'm saying? You got to at least scam for sure, man.
Oh, Lord. Oh, this is the Mace Jackson Show. This has been a good show. I had a good time. Tell me something good Friday. Well, it's the Bears versus the Packers. I'm going to eat good. Like, I think for this game, I'm just going to prepare some really good food, and I'm going to watch, and I'm not going to get all caught up. I'm just going to watch. But, Courtney, before I go down the path, tell me something good, brother.
You know what? We have an awakening in the Second Amendment community with black people that we see that we have to protect ourselves. I always, and one of the things I always asked, when have they ever protected us? So it's up to us. So I think it's going to be all right. We're going to be all right.
Oh, you think we're going to be all right? Okay. We're going to be all right. I don't even like that song, but I do think we are going to be all right. Tell me something good. It's been a great week. Black folks, I plan to, I was on the roof with Kory Brooks. I know some of y'all have challenges with Kory Brooks, but Kory Brooks facilitated a meeting with the casino operators. I'm going to be sharing that information and hopefully investment opportunities for black folks. I guess, Riis, I don't know if this is petty. If you asking, then you know it is. But I was just thinking, so I just saw in the press, y'all know we've been on gaming forever, right? We've been talking about black people getting in gaming and sports betting since this industry started. And now I'm turning on the paper and I'm seeing that our favorite cannabis activist, Senator Hendon, has decided that he is now entering into the gaming space. Now, I would like to say this respectfully, right? Respectfully, we did everything we could to be supportive of Senator Hendon and all of the black cannabis growers and operators. I've never made bones about my desire to be involved in the gaming space and us carving out spaces for people. I have opened up my facility for people to utilize it to in the efforts of advancing black unity. So you must understand that when I wake up in the morning and I get texts and I get calls from all of the press and media and people who know and saying, hey, man, are you coming to the press conference today that Senator Hendon is having about the gaming and cannabis? I say to myself, this is how black folks wind up where we are. It's as simple as picking up the phone and saying, hey, brother, I know this is what you've been doing. I know this has been your fight. Let's collaborate. Let me not try and do what I did with the cannabis and get in front. And we ain't heard no plots since, I really want to work together with people. But I really hate getting my toes stepped on when all I ever do is try and advocate for people. And I really don't take too much out. So I'm going to just say, I feel like we got to do better than cutting each other out. Right? I'm doing concealed carry class for our members, but we ain't trying to be the 761st Gun Club. That's why I said come to our meetings, come to our place. We all got to figure out what's our destination, close ranks, and let us all go there. We may have different tactics about going, but it is so common at this point. So now these white casinos have decided that they're going to pick which black pawn they're going to make instead of saying, nah, dog, we ain't taking no short nigga deals this time.
Matson lost it. They out of the bid.
Matson lost it, but right now there's a fight about sports betting and black inclusion. We're a black company with sports betting equipment. How y'all having a press conference? How y'all having a discussion and y'all not talking? And you know what we do. We have opened it up as the Black Wealth Initiative, inviting as many black folks as possible to participate in the business. And now y'all gonna have a press conference to bring blacks into the business and ignore the blacks that's already in the business? Sometimes y'all make it hard for a brother to stand up for black folks. Like, cause it's so hard to have a fight and to fight with white folks, and you got to worry about getting stabbed, getting out the door for the people you trying to push. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say that the black gaming space, we don't own it. Everybody could do whatever they want, but why wouldn't we collaborate? If you've been talking to me for a year, you could call me up about every time some white boy did something, we go, hey, you. Like, it's people that use the platform for their own. This is what's in it for the black people. We ain't took no vow of poverty. I want everybody to eat. But yeah, we got to get some rules of engagement in this motherfucker. Because real talk, like real talk, I got the white publicist calling me talking about, are you joining Ricky in his... Huh? Wait. Who told you about sports betting? Who's been talking about who's been talking about black bodies getting bet on? Who said we're going to create the National Association of Promotional Retailers to give black folks a voice in this industry? And y'all, wait, what? How did the cannabis thing work out? We still ain't even got no answers back from that. We got to stop cutting each other out. It's like our premise has been built on undercutting each other. They be like, all the people in the world are undercut, and we going to figure out a way. I'm not going to be a white. Look, I told the casinos, just like I told the sports betting people. All y'all got to come up with something for black folks. Now, if you need some help, we can show you. But it's time out for us getting sold these Negro deals that shortchange us, and then we all standing up fighting for one person because that black person, and then we find out that the black person put up ain't really for us. Y'all gonna start making me act up. And I told you my premise is not to close the door and be trying to figure out how people can't get in. But it seems like everybody be like, who got... They be like, when we going to negotiate a deal for everybody, they can find one black dude that be, I could take that. Now, we got these people on the ropes. They talking about buying machines. They talking about busting up the partnership and creating a limited liability corporation where black folks can buy points. And what you negotiating? A press conference? I be trying, y'all. I try. Y'all gonna look up one day and I'm gonna just take the bag on y'all. For real, because it's like we got to have some respect and some honor amongst each other. It's just crazy to me. Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I was supposed to be telling y'all something good. Well, I'm going to tell y'all something good. Next week, I got a funny feeling after my meeting yesterday. We are going to procure some investment opportunities for black people outside of Maze Jackson. I did not cut myself out, but we are going to be negotiating some additional investment opportunities for people that don't have $10 million or $5 million to invest in casinos. And that's what's in it for the black people does. Look, y'all, it is the Maze Jackson Show. It's a Friday. Riis, you got to work? You got to work today? What time you got to be at work? Oh, you don't? I saw you had your happy
interview today. You know, I did the Bears interview today.
Oh, doing the Bears interview. See, Riis worldwide, man. He worldwide, man. He got a plug with the Bears. They taking good care of him. Riis, ask him, can we get some on-field? No, I'm not going to.
He trying to give me my last invite today. He here.
See, now we gave him the invite. See, they ain't more loyal to the Bears than the man. No, I'm just playing. Look, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. What's up? You seem like you want to say something.
No, the call came through, but
go ahead. Give it to me. I'll take it. Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show. What's up? Talk to us real quick. What's up, caller?
Maze, this is Diane again. I'm calling to find out the information for Mr. Courtney, his last name, and how I can join the 761st Gun Club.
Go, Diane!
I'm online, but it's not showing his name.
Courtney Redmond, Kourtney Redmond, Redmond. And you can find it.
Go to tell her the website.
Yeah, the 761st 761 ST gunclub.com.
And don't worry, because we're going to put it up there next week. And we're going to have the information because they're going to be a show sponsor.
Is that Thomas?
Is that Thomas?
So much.
Boosie. That's Boosie and Kenneth still on the train. Look, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I am your host, Maze Jackson, where every day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? So for Maze and Riis, Ruthie, sometimes Todd, and for my man Courtney from the 761st Gun Club, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here. Peace.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down.